I think I did it right.
Get off my hands.
Oh, we gotta pop it. We gotta pop it, pop it, pop it.
Did you post the go live?
Oh, no, I didn't. I think this is too loud, too.
Yeah, this is supposed to all be set before, remember?
I think it's a middle of the night.
This is supposed to all be set up before.
I did most of it.
You didn't do it right.
Did a lot of it.
But didn't do it right.
Did most of it.
Well, I'm gonna start doing it again because you can't get it together.
Really?
How about doing it right?
That's your station?
Can we get it going, please?
Good morning, Calvin and Lucas.
Can they even hear us yet, or did you go live already?
I think I did. Like, I don't know.
All right, move.
I did go live.
YouTube, we're live. Yes, let's fix the music, fix the sound. Guys, I'm just telling you. It is too loud. For us. Probably sounds good to y'all. That's better for us.
We hear
Oh, you can see us too.
We see and hear you.
So that means he didn't set that right either. Nope, you did not transition over. We're going away for a second for training.
Look at
Look now, motherfucker. Don't do it again.
Look.
I wasn't hitting him.
Well.
I'm kidding. I'm serious.
I'll go get some steak to cover so it won't bruise. They all see. At least they told us because they know we don't do that right away.
We're back.
Oh, why did you come back?
Well, why not? We're already live. I don't care about that. I just usually, just for the record. Oh, the violence. The reason that I like to get the sound going first is because I kind of like seeing, you know, instead of just having an open time like we do in Apocrypha where we just kind of have 10 minutes of the intro flowing, I like to get the final finishing touches together, you know, make sure the videos are the way they need to be. I really wanted to not have you guys see me picking my nose like this, but, you know, Rook wanted to go live quick.
Well, I didn't pay good attention.
I had my nose ring pulled up because of work. For me, video meetings I had to do Friday, and then I forgot to bring it back out. It's back now.
Oh, cool.
And I was gonna eat some chips too, but I can't now because no, somebody didn't set it up properly.
We'll turn it off.
Guess which one's the Virgo and which one's the Sagittarius?
Turn it off then. Okay, that is video evidence
Of physical contact, not aggression.
Violence.
All right. So
We're trying out a new Mitra. This is a limited edition bubbly pop Mitra.
I'm gonna try it.
I'm not sure how I feel about it.
I'm gonna try it because it sounds like my kind of thing, but
Initially, it tastes just like bubblegum.
Ooh, hootless. I want to hear more about that for sure. Let me know if you guys can hear the music, if it's too loud or not, because it's up higher than we normally do.
Oh, this kind of just started off in a weird way.
Yeah, because you didn't do it right.
Give me your M&Ms. Oh,
There are none left.
I'm addicted to M&Ms. Peanut and
Do you know,
non-nuts.
if I'm going to ask you a question and you have to know the answer, because if you don't, I'm getting divorced. Notice I said I'm getting, not we. That's funny. Sorry, but this is what we want up here. Then we want to see, we need to see, oh, there's another piece missing. You must have closed it.
What?
See if we can get it back. There it is. We need this up. Because it tells us when our shit is screwed up. So if things go wrong, we'll know ahead of time. I want to hear more about this complex dream. What was I going to say? I don't remember.
I really need to eat something. So I can take my medicine
It's too late now.
for too long.
You need it. Oh my gosh, it was important. And I can't remember what it was. Oh well, hopefully it'll come back to me. Yeah, we had some good conversation going last night. I didn't really catch up on all of it this morning either if it continued, but the conversation had quite a few caveats and pieces to it. Dragon made the really important notification, which is true for me in almost all of these. I'm not good at talking about them in the channels and chats and stuff. It's harder for me. And yeah, the mind is absolutely crazy miracle. But we had discussions about natural versus unnatural, a little bit of hermetics, and then we switched to what was the other one? We said, I think proper versus improper was a way to look at it. We talked about enlightened versus unenlightened. There was one other phrase that was earlier on that I really wanted to use because it kind of came up because, you know, in conversation, we were talking about this whole idea of what, you know, what does it mean to be natural versus unnatural? And I was talking about the human home being a nest and being generally considered by most people that everything humans do is unnatural. Our houses are unnatural. Our skyscrapers are so unnatural. You're not connected to nature because you're in a 25-story building and it's so unnatural. I'm like, but that's the same thing as a beehive for humans. So why is it unnatural just because humans made it? That's what really started healthy versus unhealthy. That was it. But that was what started the whole conversation up earlier. We're going to get into that. But before we do, we're going to do our normal thing and talk about our books and all that stuff. And I'm completely off-center today because guess why? Because the things weren't set up properly. So now I'm just all off-center.
Me too. But I am a medicine, so that's why I am. That's why the things weren't set up properly, kind of. I'll go with that.
Sure.
I'm only
healthy versus
caffeinated.
Unhealthy. Yep. So that was the other one. What did you put the topic as? Natural versus unnatural?
I don't.
After we talked yesterday and decided that that's what we were going to do?
Put,
He doesn't even know what he put.
I did put natural and other inquiries, I think.
Well, that was incorrect too. I'm just kidding.
I'm only caffeinated. I'm not regulated or medicated, so be nice. You can look in the.
And then I really want to talk. Yeah, I really want to talk about that. Your dreams. I have been having dreams more than ever, and it's really interesting because I've always talked to it. And Rook, you know this. I've always talked about not being able to remember any dreams ever, except for 3 when I was a kid. There were 3.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about those 3 that I still remember almost every single detail of. Some of them make sense and some of them don't. And then I've been having dreams lately where we've been talking. Like I've been having a lot of dreams, but I just am absolutely sure with myself that I will remember it. One of them involved the forest and Carnunos and debauchery, and there's been others, but I can't remember any details from them. So yeah, we'll talk about that too. But first,
I love you.
she came and lay with me this morning.
Hold me.
No, you hold her. She likes your lap better.
We love you.
She gets mad at me because I can't keep my legs crossed very long because my legs go numb.
Her name is Petite. Oh, she wanna come see you.
She just wants my coffee.
Petite. Thank you.
So what are you reading?
Thank you. What am I reading? That's a good question. Oh, The Name of the Wind, Flowering Wand were this week's.
Yeah, she said wand. So proud.
Things, and I've done an exercise on the 3 souls, trying to align them: the talker, fetch, and holy daemon. And this week I've been connecting with the talker, who can be quite negative sometimes. So I'm trying to consciously reroute the
This is
talker.
what she wants. Sorry, not to interrupt you.
When it's
Here's your
negative.
little kid.
That's it.
That's your little CBD right here.
Oh, she get her CBD.
She missed it. There you go.
That's a good girl.
There's your little CBD to calm your little heart.
That's a good girl for her. That's a
Hey,
good girl.
Paranormal, welcome in.
PW got the blogs going on.
So what else have you?
Aries.
What else have you read?
Flowering One, The Name of the Wind, and
What was the third one?
I've been working on my talker exercise
Oh,
and
yeah.
connection this week. It's the talker, fetch, holy daemon, and the talker.
So
I've noticed how it can be quite negative sometimes.
I want you to explain those in a minute because I don't understand them. I've always heard fetch from his from other books that the gentlemen have written. They kind of will mention it here and there, and I have one book by him that actually talks about it, but I don't remember. And then in Matt's book, he mentions it in Psychic Witch. So they talk a little bit about those 3 things, and they liken it to the 3 cauldrons, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and if they're watching, hello, live or later, they asked for my our YouTube channel, so I don't know if they're
Oh
looking at it.
yeah,
But hello.
they will someday.
If happening.
We have a lot of junk that needs to be properly curated. A lot of old videos we need to probably adjust. But
Good morning.
I have had
Bridget's-
a good reading week.
Oh, that's good.
I have I don't know if I talked about it in here or no. This was the book club, and B made a really good point. Her
But
own
you
witch,
tried.
who is a lovely and very intelligent master herbalist, if I'm not mistaken.
Master what?
Herbalist.
Oh.
She I have a problem with completing things, and it's the opposite of ADHD things. I cannot handle it if I don't complete something. So even if it's doing me no disservice, if it's not helping me and I don't like it, I still will finish a book. And I think there's some value in finishing books that you don't necessarily like or agree with, but there's a certain point when you're reading, it's like, this just isn't giving me anything, and I can't put it down. Good morning, Manny. And that makes it. Fanny, could you please shut the hell up? He's on it this morning. He didn't get his CBD. His is right here, waiting for him.
Finn.
You need it.
Damon. Oh, I can't. My eyes are bad this morning. Damon.
I'm having trouble too.
Barag. Hello. Good morning.
I think what's happening is I think I went back on the screen size when we were doing. There we go.
Oh, there now. That's better.
Yeah.
Damon
Give us a little more
Barag.
room. There we go.
Damon's 761.
But anyway, it's have a really also, yeah, so this is the other gentleman we were talking to last night under a different name in Discord that I can't remember off the top of my head, but we can pull it in a minute.
Maybe he does.
So
maybe they don't want you to know the name.
They gave it. How do you think I knew who was who?
Maybe they're cloaking. You'll never find it again. But try.
Oh, Typhon, thank you. Yeah, Typhon.
Well, he just doxed himself.
Well, he's shared his
kidding.
two names in Discord.
I'm joking. I'm totally joking.
Psychopath.
I'm unregulated.
Well, regulate.
And I'm having fun. I can't have to
So
eat.
as I was trying to say for the third time, I have trouble finishing books. Meaning opposite of ADHD, I have to finish books. I can't not finish them, even if they're completely horrible and I don't like them. And it's a problem because I have a really hard time with it, and I think it wastes time. So B made the recommendation. She's like, why? If the book's not serving you, finish the book. So I decided to finish one of the books that the first one was amazing. The second one I didn't like, but I finished it by properly Cliff Note scanning, which, is you go through each different, every paragraph, you read the important paragraph, and if it, first line, if it says something to you, you finish it and think it through. If not, you move on. So I did that, what?
I'm sorry. I need my medicine. I'm sorry. I'm just tickled. I'm sorry. If I get tickled again, I'll go get it and take it.
Just go get your medicine.
Food, I'm better. I'm like out of it. I'm loony. Okay, hold on. Excuse me. I'm so sorry.
As I was saying, I was able to get through my book. The Journey of Souls was really good. I loved it. The Destiny of Souls did not like very much. It's great. It goes into a lot of detail about spiritual world, from the idea of what he's really trying to do, and I've got a really good understanding in the first book. The second book was a lot of fine-tuning and focusing on individual experiences, and it just wasn't speaking to me. So by doing that, in the last 100 pages of the book, I found 5 really amazing parts that were like, this is pretty freaking cool. So I was able to really focus on what needed to be focused on. Now, I still am not going to speed read any other books like that, but it allowed me to get through the book, garner some really cool points about it, and then move on. Because, I want to do the third book. It's a series. I want to give all 3 a try, and hope the third one, which is shorter, will be a little bit better. Just, my personal opinion, it didn't speak to me. So I did pick back up another book that I've had a hard time finishing, called The Custodians, by Dolores Cannon. If you know Dolores Cannon, she's has relatively recently passed, and she's all about this very specific type of regressionist hypnotism, and really amazing author. It's very much case studies too, and I'm starting to learn that case studies just aren't my favorite type of books. Not a huge fan of them. They're hard for me to stay into, but this is a really good book, especially if you like paranormal or extraterrestrial, I should say, more than anything. So this is all about ET visits and aliens. So some really interesting parallels in there between alien lives and us. I'm not reading the Kybalion, but I always have my copy out because we are currently going through our Kybalion series. We have 4 of them done. And then, as you knew from last week, we are started God Speaks Again to get through this book. To get started, on this book, not to get through it. So, that one I haven't started yet. That's on the list. It's going to be started. So I'm excited about that. I really feel like there's a couple of them. I'm still reading Twice by Mitch Albom, but that's going to be a quick read when I get down to it. And then I'm going to add the Wisdom of Souls, which is the 3rd book in the Souls. Again, lots of case studies, but I kind of do want to wrap up the series. That is where I'm at right now. So I wonder. No. I was just trying to see. Oh, he didn't pause the stuff either when he went live. Good Lord. Somebody missed some other steps, sir. We're gonna have to talk. But we're good. So, yeah, I was just. I'm gonna have to look into and remember how to do low latency mode because we have a pretty decent, I think, 15 to 20 second delay again. So we're gonna try to use our stalling techniques in between a little bit to make sure that you guys are keeping up. So we got a long delay this time.
Oh, I see. Twisted. Yeah, look. And I additionally get another cup of coffee because that helps. I'm so sorry. What all did I miss?
We just finished my books.
No, additionally, you said I missed some things.
Oh, you didn't pause the live section in here? When you go in here, you have to pause this once you start the stream, and you never paused it, so.
Oh, I don't recall ever doing that.
Yeah, so if you, correct, because you didn't. So you shouldn't recall it because you failed to do it.
I mean, ever.
Oh, that's a problem.
So, that could be our problem.
It's not the problem.
Delay.
That's why has nothing to do with delay. That is having to do with our computer's ability to keep up with the video.
Hold on, I want to show them the cup.
Okay, well, we can transition back then, I guess.
Just real quick. See it? Oh.
Don't move my camera.
Oh. I'm drinking coffee out of the Pondering Pagans coffee cup, which I want to start making some again and send some out.
Put it on the list of things.
I'm real good with ideas, and then that's it.
I love that paranormal. And that's for me. That's what it's all about. Just trying different things. And I've not been huge in aliens, so I'm like, let me start looking at Dolores Cannon and reading some of her books. I do like them. They're hard to get through, though. They are case studies, and they are long. And I like, though, that she's so conversational about it and her methods. So, and you can actually be trained and certified in her methods of past life regression hypnotism. Regression. There's a specific name that she calls. It's really nice. But yeah, that's what it is. What else are we doing? Oh, we made a lot of progress in videos.
Yeah, we've been doing videos.
You've been doing your edits pretty well. Again, I'm going to say I've been telling you guys for months that we're promised we're bringing you videos. And I want you to know that we are getting through them. So what we're trying to do is get a couple of them done, or like even a whole series done, so that we can release stuff that you guys can watch. So
Yeah.
It seems like we're not putting a whole lot out, but we're actually doing a lot of videoing and editing on the back ends, which does take a long time if you ever edited a video. It's not simple.
I'm learning. I know just basics, and there's so much I don't even know how to do on a short video, but I'm learning. Oh, well, I had a lot of help. Thank you, Paranormal. Let the follow through is hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Editing is fun. It just takes so much time, and for me, like, I just have to do it when I feel like doing it. I can't just sit down and do it, or it just.
Because I would say you wouldn't even expect to sit down for less than 2 hours.
Yeah.
To do one little thing, you think, oh, this will take 5 minutes. It'll be 2 hours.
Yeah, 5 minutes of video can take 2 hours if you want it right. but
Thank you.
it does get quicker as you do it.
Thank you, Paranormal.
So yeah.
So what were y'all talking about? I was like not really. I was not in the discussion with the.
Because you were
stuff.
editing, I think.
I was editing, so I'm sorry I missed that. So you'll have to kind of lead us through the main ideas.
Yes. And Damon, we use DaVinci Black Magic, which I have self-taught, and it took me a very long time to get to where I'm at. It's not an easy program. It can be very, very intense for not a lot of output, but it has so many different capabilities. That's why we went with it.
So
And it's
neat,
lifetime updates, which is also really nice. It's not a subscription like some of the
Which I
other
like.
services. Now we can use like mail clip camp and all that stuff, and it works.
Yeah, DaVinci.
DaVinci, yep.
Yep.
It's Blackmagic's DaVinci Resolve
Studio
Studio
20.
Well, that's what it is. I got it when it was like Studio 13.
Oh.
But it's intense. So
I want to learn to use the little mixing board.
yeah,
Maybe that makes it easier.
yeah. If you know the board,
Because you know you do these things to do and pull. I don't know.
yeah. I have no interest in learning something new like that right now.
Hey.
But you certainly can, because it's a $300 board.
Oh crap! You bought it, or they gave it as a
It was
promo?
free as a promo. That's what got me to pay the $300, $400 then for the program.
Damn, it was $300 now.
Yeah,
$295, which so I'm glad that it's not a subscription. I
Yeah.
hate those.
I do too. Like Adobe and all that stuff has gone to all the subscription-based stuff. It just makes it hard.
Her name is Tristan, and she
So-
was the best. She went shooting yesterday.
Oh
Had a
yeah,
lot
we
for
did do
chest.
that. We went did the gun show yesterday, and shooting. So that was a lot of
A lot of
fun.
fun things.
Yeah. Oh.
It's always fun to go shooting.
Yeah. It was a busy day yesterday, but I'm tired today.
I'm worn the fuck out.
Kind of feeling a whole relax time. Did some
Worn
reading
the
this
fuck
morning,
out.
which was nice. I slept in to like 8:15, 8:30, which I never do. Never sleep in.
Me either. That was good for you. You get
Sleep in all the fucking
maybe
time.
next weekend I'll get to sleep in.
A gun. No, I'm just kidding. So I have a new pew pew called it's a Smith and Wesson M&P 5.7 by 28 little fireball shooter, which was really fun. And then I shot one of my dad's 10 millimeter Smith and Wesson, I think, and then the 22 Beretta. And then he had a 40.
Taurus G3C 40 caliber. So
Yep.
you said caliber. I get confused with the MMs and the calibers.
But we had more fun with the neighboring lanes. I think it's a P365 and the 5.56.
Well, no, I have
Rifle.
fun with the Beretta and the Ur 5.56, and what was the other one? The 10 millimeter.
Yeah.
I don't know the name of that gun, but it was fun.
This is a Smith and Wesson.
It was fun. I still really want to find a way that I can shoot my Century Arms Draco. It's 5.56 by 3.9. No, what's the ammo? 5.56
No,
by 3.9.
7.6239.
7.62 by 3.9. That's what I really want to. Because
I want to shoot my 7.62 51 NATO, but it's too fucking expensive.
I got in trouble because it doesn't have a stock on it, and I don't know why that matters, but
Even though we've told you like 15 times, but okay.
it's a handgun. It's a pistol. It shouldn't need
It is
that.
not.
But it's set up like a pistol.
We're going to watch some videos later about what happens for most people when they shoot that gun.
Oh.
If you shoot and if you've ever shot a non-stocked 5.56 or 7.62, or even some shotguns, when people hold that out with that one hand and pull that trigger, what usually happens?
The
Cling,
Mossberg.
right
I
smack in
wanna
their
learn too.
face. Many a bloody nose.
So I gotta shoot the Mossberg. That's one I have not gotten to shoot yet.
Oh goodness!
So I don't know if you have to bring the clay thingy limojigs or.
Oh yeah, no, that would be a shotgun. Well, the Mossberg, yes, you have to have a shotgun and clay range.
That sounds like fun.
Yep.
I'm sure you can hold it with two hands.
You're
Yeah.
supposed to.
Yeah. So they're just being dangerous when they do that. Anyway, fun gun day.
Yes.
We got these cool shirts. I didn't know the fun messages were on the back. So,
Which, yeah, the fun messages are on the back. So I'm going to wear my shirt backwards
like
for a minute.
Anatomy of a Pea.
Anatomy of a Pew, all the parts.
And I'm going to turn around because I don't want to do all that. Let's see. Tell me when you can see it.
You can see it.
You can see it if I set.
Nope. Yep.
Yes. What does it say?
Nobody needs an AR? Question mark. Nobody needs a whiny little bitch either, yet here you are.
Whoop, whoop.
That's
It's
rude.
totally me. That belongs on Be Kind Witch.
It does. So yeah.
I'm going to feature it on the next episode short of Be Kind
Yeah,
Witch.
not our normal nice fun t-shirts, but
I think they're fun.
oh fun, yes. They're not the sweet, nice, live your best life, no
Oh,
regrets.
No.
No regrets.
Oh, safety and liability. Yeah. Probably if it really.
It
that's
is,
the-
yeah.
That's the thing. I'm not pointing.
It's
at
all about
anybody.
stability. They let you shoot stuff if you have control of it, but they assume that you can't really have full control of an AK-47 if it doesn't have the proper stock or stabilizer, which you don't even have a stabilizer.
Oh, you got a gun, so
You just have
wanna
a
pop
soft.
that?
You just have a softwood handle. That's it.
So I need to go to a gunsmith and see if they can help me.
We do.
They don't
And-
look as cute with the things on them, but
Oh, I like them better.
maybe they can help me.
And then I want to get
Solder it on.
I want to find a good gunsmith to look at two guns I have that don't work.
Oh, you got a gun.
But back
so-
to our discussion last night. This is probably even a better discussion for actual live sound video Discord, because it's really hard to go back and forth on the topics of natural versus nature, healthy versus unhealthy. All these things are, I can guess, from our conversation, they're like adjacent conversations, but none of them are the actual conversation. You know what I mean? They're not the same thing. So let's start with
Feel it hitting.
healthy versus unhealthy.
Can I just
I'm
say
sorry,
a
I'm wrong.
commentary real quick?
Natural versus unnatural is where I want to start. But yes, go
Because
ahead.
you don't let me to interrupt when I'm interactive chat.
Well, you just interrupted to ask the question.
I saw that. I watched it. Paranormal. That's freaking amazing. It looks like it's in gold. And then they showed all around it, and it was that gold temple, and then it looked like buildings connected to it, and then a church. And then those guys didn't want to go up there. That was really interesting. Thank you for sending that. And the blog on Aries I read too. It's really cool. But I know you saw me that read.
It
that.
would be perfect if it didn't have the sour at the end of it.
Yeah. I love the initial taste of it, but
And then the aftertaste is
I don't
weird.
know, why does it do that bite? Is that the kratom or
Probably.
is that the way they do the kratom?
Probably some of the flavoring that
concentrate?
they put in to make the flavoring not bite as much. So
Yeah.
yeah, but that's that.
Do you want me to give them away or we
No.
drink the rest
We'll
of them?
finish them.
I don't know.
Don't give away functional soda. Shit's expensive.
I'm on the mushrooms this week though with the what is it? The Lion's Mane, the drinks with mushrooms, and I tried Breeze and I don't like them as much, but I've been getting coffee with mushrooms in them and it's really good. And then there's a new can here called Verve that has lion manes in it with kratom. It was really good that we on at Burma. Okay, I'll shut up.
Is that one not sugar free?
I don't know about the Verve. It must not be because she said it has sugar. I asked her, I think. So we'd have to look up how much.
Yeah.
But it's kratom. It's like this, but kratom with lion's mane. It's good flavors. It's cherry limeade, blue raz, then an orange one, which was good, but I'm not too big on orange flavors anymore. But it's good. Okay, I'll be quiet now. Sorry. Thank you.
Natural versus unnatural. I will start by saying where my brain was when the conversation started, because I think that explains somewhat of what I was thinking. But natural versus unnatural to me is of nature, belonging to nature, organized with nature, close to nature, aligned with nature, all those things. That's where my brain was. So, and by nature, defining nature is the natural world, not as in like my nature to do something. It's in our nature to be a certain way, but nature as in literal nature. Because I've always had the question in my head about, we talk about Mother Earth, being very specific, obviously it's Mother Earth. But what about, you can't hear when you're typing.
Oh, sorry. I was trying not to interrupt.
What was I talking about?
Nature versus natural instincts. Lion's mane tea.
So the Mother Earth, as being the Mother Earth,
Oh, Gaia.
is that a similarity to those who have a wider view of being really the universe, right? Because a lot of times people say like the world, they're talking about Earth, or they're talking about the world, the universe. There's all these different things you can do. But for me, when I think of natural, I think of all things that are of the Earth and are aligned with nature. So the question came about, is our house aligned with nature? Because a lot of people would say no, their houses are very unnatural, metal structures, planes are unnatural. But I will tell you, every time I get on a plane and I do my little internal steps to, you know, wish that things will go well, to have a good trip, I think the earth of where all these things came together, and the earth that sustained the human brains that came up with the thoughts and ideas to put the planes together.
And the materials.
So to me, they're all natural.
A lot of the materials are from the earth, not all.
The problem is natural versus unnatural doesn't mean use versus unuse, or is our behavior of nature, is our behavior natural to do those things? Who knows? But that's not where my head is at the moment. So it comes up with a lot of other things. But what do you think of when you think about natural and unnatural and nests like that?
Well, natural and unnatural, like I think that a lot of materials used in things are natural because it's like very suffocating here, like where they're building stuff up. But I just try to.
What if somebody synthesizes a new? They say it's a synthetic thing. Is that natural or synthetic? Like, are they mutually exclusive?
No. I mean, it's natural to them. They created it.
Yeah, but the earth can't create it on its own, so it's considered synthetic.
Okay.
So, for example, synthetic plastic. I have a hard time with it because environmentally it's not good. It's unhealthy, which is the other part of the conversation, healthy versus unhealthy. But is it natural? Because yeah, human made it, but everything that got it to that point was part of nature. Exactly. And that's what I'm trying to get to. Like when we talk about synthetic, right? Synthetic things are things that humans created, but is it unnatural? Is everything, it could not have existed without all of the natural pieces underneath it. Right? If I ate a burger today, that fueled my body and mind tomorrow to have the thought process and the energy to put those two things together, which would have had to have been in existence somewhere. The creation or the base of things has to exist.
I don't really like that word, natural. I don't think.
It's not. See, I like it. I think there's thousands of, if not thousands, maybe hundreds of different considerations about what it is, and it just goes all over the place. Shout out for Melvin. Yes, you usually summon Melvin. Summon him. But yeah, like that's a big part of it too, right? Is and I like, if you do natural versus synthetic, then my brain will go to human versus unhuman. But if I just say natural versus unnatural, I can't think of anything that's really unnatural from that perspective. If I think of nature as from the earth or of the earth, because humans are of the earth, and everything that we pulled in to make that synthetic thing was from the earth, we just put them together. Like when lightning strikes sand and makes glass, we used to think only humans made glass, but now we know better. But glass is natural, and we used to think of it as a synthetic because we created it. So it's very difficult to have that conversation with an answer, an outcome. But I really like the discussion. And that is, Dragon, that is where I'm headed. Equating natural to good and unnatural to bad. Or equating natural to healthy and unnatural to unhealthy. Those can be a big problem too. Because I think we might all agree in here, just as a general aspect of things, right? That there's ecological disaster happening, and it's not because whether something is natural or unnatural, it's our behavior. The human behavior, I think, can be unnatural in our desire to have things, look at our house, collect things, make things, do things, be things, use things. That's a human nature. Well, I don't say it human nature. It sounds like it's natural.
And
But it's the overuse of the stuff.
Yeah.
That's the problem, right? And to Batty, a big part of synthetic versus organic, really important here. You use a different term. Use organic instead of natural. So is organic versus inorganic, natural versus unnatural? Because technically organic just means, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm using probably a 5th grade science remembering here, it's carbon-based is organic. It's organic, it's carbon-based, and basically can be broken down back down to its constituent pieces. So that gives a whole nother layer to it, organic versus inorganic. So, really important. I think it's a really important conversation, a very interesting conversation. Some of the discussions last night and this is what made me really want to do it last night, is what Typhon said in Discord, or Damon. The biggest issue with these conversations is understanding where our accepted philosophical frameworks are in agreement or contention. I run into this with Adius all the time, where he will make a statement, for example, well, I'm going to go ahead and say this because I know Mystic hates this thing. And I'm like, I actually don't hate that thing at all. There are assumptions being made based off of a very specific context that we had where that thing was true, but the whole situation isn't. And that happens a lot because we have biases and expected frameworks of other people. And it's hard sometimes to remember that if we look at things from a different perspective, or at least allow other perspectives to exist, we can then have the conversation about something. Even if we do disagree, I can at least say, like, oh, I can understand that. Like, people who are monotheistic, I don't understand it. I can understand where they come up with it, though. I can understand why it makes sense for them. Doesn't mean I have to agree with it. Doesn't make it healthy or unhealthy. Doesn't make it good or bad. Doesn't make it natural or unnatural. But, yeah.
Ooh, our widely available food here is gross.
Yeah, in paranormal, you know what's really interesting about that? I have a friend, a work friend. I haven't really talked to him in like a year or two. But he goes to other countries often, Italy, France, different parts of Europe. And they always come back and say, like, you know, you have the exact same food prepared the exact same way over there, and it's different. It has half the calories. It just tastes different. And trying to recreate that here is hard because of our constituent food ingredients are different.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We should move.
Agreed. Agreed. So let's talk about like health. Like, was it healthy versus unhealthy? What was the other one? Because I think healthy versus unhealthy also extends to some philosophical framework too, or at least natural framework. Healthy, you know, as being good, and unhealthy as being bad, which that maybe equates a little bit better, but that also assigns an emotion to something that maybe shouldn't have an emotion, right? Just because something's unhealthy doesn't mean it's necessarily bad by definition, because bad carries that emotional context to it. I don't know on how I feel about that. It can go both ways. But then you can have healthy actions, healthy thoughts, healthy alignments. You have unhealthy actions, unhealthy thoughts, unhealthy alignments. But those are subjective to the person experiencing them. Just like we talk about things like OCD. It's not OCD until it affects your daily life in a way that you can't perform your normal functions. But the same behavior can be healthy or unhealthy. Oh, it's just what we talked about, synoptic mind. With a synoptic mind, it's somebody mimics ADHD symptoms, but they don't have the stress of changing the topics because it's out of curiosity, not out of the inability to have the proper executive function. Right?
Yeah, like you said, with it till it affects your life. That's kind of how. I wonder how I had to have always had this, but like in 2021, it literally manifested like full force, and I really wish I knew what made that happen. Other than stress, I couldn't.
I don't know.
Cover it anymore.
I don't know, but what I do know is
It started affecting my life.
when I experience some of the symptoms of what most people have is ADHD, two things happen. One, I usually can adapt pretty quickly, and I get frustrated with myself, but I'm able to move it really quickly, so I cope well. But the other thing is sometimes it just doesn't bother me. I don't feel bad about it. I just am able to go to the next thing and say, look, that's not for me. and I can move on or jump to it because I'm just curious to know more about the thing, and that stresses me out because I can't know more about the thing. So that's kind of like a difference between healthy and unhealthy, right? Because the unhealthy thought for somebody with ADHD is, I hate myself because I can't process this and I can't get anything done. Whereas for me, with the same exact behavior that could be labeled bad is good for me because it feeds a curiosity that makes me feel really good about things.
Hello, Angelo.
Hola.
Sorry if I missed you earlier.
Agreed 100% with everything Paranormal saying and Tabati. It's all about the wheat, yes. All that crap. Yep. It's so frustrating.
And the food plays a lot of part of this.
Yes,
and,
it does.
Brain function with Alzheimer's,
yes.
with ADHD, with cognitive stuff. It's huge. But since we're talking about it, the food and activity plays a lot of it.
I love mushrooms cooked.
And we just put medicine.
I love mushrooms, cooked mushrooms, just regular mushrooms. If I get fresh mushrooms and cook them, a quarter of the amount, same stuff, same flavoring, taste very similar, but I can have a whole meal on a small amount of mushroom, just mushroom pieces cooked in a pan with a little bit of seasoning and butter.
Did I put the time wrong? I hope I didn't.
Wouldn't.
It's possible.
It is possible.
I thought I had AM, but it's very possible. Today is very possible. Marry me.
And marry part and marry me again.
Exercise. You feel depressed and unmotivated. Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just swoops in and you can't really just move along too easily.
Yeah. And I think we talk about all of these things. What is different for me now than was different 10 years ago is hermetics. So the thought process of things being different in nature but the same in degree, the principle of vibration, that all things are in vibration, those things can lend to this kind of a discussion when we talk about natural versus unnatural. If natural and unnatural are polarities, like opposites of each other, right? One is new, one is old. All right, poof, Mystic. Catch you soon. Poof.
See you. Catch you later. Thanks for stopping in and saying hi.
The magician enters as he leaves.
Enters as he leaves with a wisp of smoke.
But if you think of it as that way, different, same in nature but differing in degree, then they're the same thing. Natural and unnatural are the same thing. It's just unnatural things are less natural. I don't know if I believe that applies specifically to her, which is why hermetics is so great, because there's other things that could explain how we can consider those things. So, for example, we can look at it as ebb and flow. That doesn't really apply. Cause and effect. That might apply more. The principle of cause and effect, where everything has a cause and every effect has a cause. Every cause has an effect. Everything we do matters and adjusts something else. So that's something I think of a lot. And then lastly, the mind is mental, right? Exactly, Paranormal. That's what I'm getting at. It isn't the activity or the thought or the thing itself. It's how we do it and how we feel about it. The human emotion is what really makes it healthy or unhealthy, or the action healthy or unhealthy. Like, I love robin eggs as candy, the malted milk balls with chocolate.
Oh yeah.
And I limit myself to 2 a day. I can't call that unhealthy. It's chocolate. It gives me probably dopamine drops, but if I eat 10 of them, my blood sugar will go nuts and I won't feel good, and that would be unhealthy for me. So my actions are going to change whether it is healthy or not.
Exercise is so important, like that. Exercise and sleep and diet really. God, I was reading something like that was talking about sleep, and then actually, just in my mind when working through the talker this week, it was telling me, like, you really need to take better care of yourself, Brad. You need to get better sleep. You need to exercise your mind like you're doing with the exercises in school, but you need to sleep and you need to eat better, and you really need to exercise a little bit. And I saw something that said it claims the only exercise our body was made for was walking. I don't think that's the only exercise we can do, but it says it's
not
the
that you
easiest.
do, it's the one that you are physically made for.
We're made to walk, and we should be walking and moving. It touches all the senses. And
take a look at an ape, right? It is somewhat bipedal, but it has much bigger muscles because they're built to do things differently. They hang, they climb, they do stuff. We don't, so our muscles aren't developed naturally as
Right.
big without going to the gym. But if you work the field, are in nature, pull the weeds, pull the herbs, because weeds, which I learned as an adult, just means something in your yard that you don't want. That's a weed. So anything can be a weed. Grass can be a weed.
And I really love to walk, and I like to walk not just because the temperature, but the liminal times, dusk and dawn. I love to walk, and you can almost just get lost in the walking. If you walk at, at dusk, for example, and it's kind of starting to get dark, and you start noticing the noises, you can pretty quickly meditate and transport yourself, like you're here and you're seeing it, but it's like you're not there. It's so cool.
We can morph in this discussion into a liminal topic because
sorry.
that's hitting my head. No,
Oh,
I want to
okay.
go. That's what I'm saying. I want to go into that as a liminal topic. But before we do,
Look at Dusha.
I just want to see. I know this is a conversation that I wish you guys were live voice because I'd want to hear what you all are thinking about it.
My
And it's
queen.
hard, I know, to type it in there. So maybe we can hop on Discord later
Yeah.
if anybody is available and just kind of talk through
Ooh.
it, because this is just a topic I'd love to hear different things. And I know nothing about the Kabbalah, not even how to say it properly, except that you can overlay the Tree of Life on tarot, and I do kind of understand how that works. But that's it.
Just said in Kubra.
So that's something I'd really like to see.
Kelvin.
Keep doing that, Kelvin.
I'd like to learn about the Kabbalah. I'm not Kabbalah. I'm not studied that and don't know anything about it, but I love to exercise the mind. That's why I'm really looking forward to that. The Baha'i faith that God speaks again. I love to learn new things because
The Baha'i, I think they say it.
yeah.
Baha'i. We were saying Baha'i.
Damon's
Baha'i.
Rug will be available later. Cool.
Sweet.
Typhon. But I like that. It's cool about being eclectic. It's natural. That's natural, to be eclectic and to take things from all things. That's what I think natural is.
GFC.
To tie it back into your topic of
Jesus
interest.
with a GFC.
Jesus with a GFC. Ooh, I
Holy
like
mother.
these words. Woo! Read it.
Yes, the Sephiroth is really good with tarot. There's just a little bit that I can recall from it. I use it when I do tarot training. I use really the Tree of Life image, the that connects all the parts, right?
Addiction's natural.
Which is really helpful to have that conversation. And then yes, there are synthetic things that we can talk about in a second.
Okay. I have this need to
There are
instantly
also
respond to
synthetic
people when I shouldn't.
things that are just echoed from nature to be easier to get or better for the environment to harvest. Yeah. That are completely unable. I love that too. In any form,
Yeah.
which part of my belief is some of that is good for us still, as we've been adding ash to corn for centuries, but I think moderation and intent, yes, huge, if not the biggest part of it for me, right? Addiction, is it natural?
I think it is.
I think it is natural behavior for people to get addicted.
Mhm.
I don't think it's necessarily an unnatural thing. That's not what I was going to say. Necessarily a bad thing. It is a bad thing when it prevents you from doing and functioning normal. But then again, addiction defined is actually that it's at that level. So maybe natural to occur, but unhealthy. Yeah. I like the connection between the Tree of Life and the Major Arcana. It makes sense. The way it's overlaid, it just really makes sense. I can see that paranormal.
Love is healthy, but obsession is obsession natural and healthy?
I don't know. I've known people who have been obsessed with each other together, and it works for them.
If it's like mutual, right? Yeah, I can see that. But it's unhealthy if it's not reciprocated.
I feel like the idea here really is that things can be more than one thing because if they're complex, and what really makes things complex is human emotions. And I think human emotions are our bodies. I think of our body as a kind of like a piano, and our soul is the energy playing the piano, and the sound is what you get when we exist.
So some people might say, addictions are natural, addictions are good, until it affects your ability to do things, to function normally, like go to work and things like
Sure.
that. Do you agree with that? Like, is addiction or obsession okay unless, like something else, it interferes with your ability to do things you need to do in society, like work, pay bills, exercise, eat, sleep, that kind of thing? Then I would think that would be, although natural, it would be unhealthy, right? Like obsession, if it rules you,
Yeah,
like anything else, it could be
absolutely. I
not a
think
great
that
thing.
for sure.
People say they're addicted to sex, addicted to porn. I don't think any of those things are bad or unnatural, but they can be disruptive.
That's what makes it a DSM diagnosis. So is it an addiction until it meets the diagnosis definition? That's again an interpretation, but it's all about, does it prevent you from doing the thing that needs to be done? But then again, you can also think that if these things get in the way of going to work and functioning in society, is society unnatural and unhealthy?
Is society unnatural? Like, for example,
Like going to work 8 hours a day. That's
right,
not normal.
That is not natural. That's not normal.
It's natural, and that's what we choose to do, and we've accepted as a society to do.
Like,
But it's not it's not good. It's not healthy to me.
Same way with setting an alarm clock. That's not natural. Your body needs to rest however long
Yes.
it needs to rest.
Well, congratulations, Angelo. That is awesome.
What happened? What happened?
We are 30, going on 34 months, I think, no alcohol. Now, we are not sober.
That's wonderful.
We will still drink alcohol, but we just don't for the past 3 years.
I haven't in the
Mostly
past 3
because
years.
we've really got into kratom and kava, which is probably its own addiction at this point,
And functional beverages like mushrooms.
and
That's
functional
awesome.
and adaptogens and all those things.
And it never caused us to get in a wreck and kill somebody because we were impaired. So
Yes, that is accurate.
that's awesome, Angelo.
And then
Congratulations.
we have also an addiction to books and an addiction to conversing with people like this. I'm not sure if I recognize your name. I know everybody's YouTube names changed too.
Excuse me.
So it's very hard on our end when all the handles changed. But if you haven't been in here before, we used to do this as kind of like a Sunday service where we just had a topic and we talked about it and we just kind of gave information.
Yeah.
And we quit because it just wasn't what we were looking for. We restarted under the premise of, we talk about whatever we talk about. We have a topic together and we need to hear and learn from you guys what you're doing just as much as we have something to say. We just have the space. We have the computer to do it. We decided to make it and do it and have fun with it. So it's really all a bit about other people coming in and kind of sharing and giving us the back and forth. So that's the addiction for us, is I don't want to lead anything. I do not want to be in control of a process. I do not want to be a preacher or proselytizer. I just like talking about this stuff. And on YouTube, we get to talk about it to a lot of people.
I want to make a
Well, can we make some more Pagan cups
Yes.
first?
and it has the
I want a big
umbrella
mug.
covering the black roses from rain. It says neuro
here.
spicy but kind.
Come here.
Yes, we need to make more
Okay.
Pony
Oh, yeah,
Pagan
yeah, yeah.
cups and
Okay.
Be Kind Witch cups. I think people like Be Kind Witch coffee.
Thank you for that. I forgot. I keep a list of who I do tarot for, but it's on my other computer
Neuro spicy but kind.
because I have a very, very, very bad memory, especially with names. I may not remember your
Well, it's
name,
weird.
but I
Well-
remember how you made me feel. Excuse me.
Look, like that really did screw us up with them changing those names.
Yeah,
Like,
it did.
kind
Everybody's
of.
handle changed.
It's like
And-
I'm like, who are you? Like, not, and you don't want to feel rude, but you have to ask because it's this. It's not anything.
I'm definitely addicted to books and information and just learning more stuff. And that is where I learned about the synoptic mind.
Oh, puppies.
And no, it is definitely not a no comment show. We're going to talk about that.
Huh?
But if you've ever heard of it, you know, I fit all of the definitions of ADHD, but I don't get the stress from the things that happen that most people get stressed out when they have ADHD. So I was doing some research and I found a video on the synoptic mind. And it was really what kind of led me to understand that difference and really think about how things are different. Okay, I'll tell you everything that happened there. Don't worry, I know what happened.
Oh, I don't know how to do it.
You didn't do a live this morning, did you? This is just
No,
last
I
night's
want-
video.
I was like, why are people giving comments? I was sad. So it was something I did. I didn't mean to. So tell me how to not do it and change it.
Why aren't people giving comments?
Why aren't they? Because
Yeah.
if something's wrong, I want to enable
I'm
it.
gonna
It's
explain.
not supposed to be.
I'm gonna explain everything, but
Tell it.
what was I talking about? That I can finish that thought.
The last thing I heard you say was it's in the no comment show, and I was trying to figure out where you're
No,
talking about.
okay, it's gone. Hopefully we'll come back to that. But yeah, so Rook did not do his research and pay attention to the requirement of videos for shorts being less than 3 minutes. So he had to post it as a video and not a short. And thank you for that. I'll go back to Synoptic Mind. So we had to post it as a regular video. So the whole settings got all messed up because everything was set up and planned for a short, but then had to be uploaded as a video, not a short. And that caused problems because, again, he made it too long.
I didn't know you could only put it 3 minutes because on TikTok you can do 15 minutes.
Well, TikTok is not.
I know, and I got it confused.
And then he's like, well, what's the purpose of a short? I'm like, to be short.
But they say, like, it used to be 60 seconds. What the fuck could you say in 60 seconds?
A lot. That's all those every one of them used to have a very short one. That's the whole point. Twitter, limited number of words.
So now I know, and I'm going to have to, like, my intro is 32 seconds, so then I know I only have 2 minutes to do the whole thing. So
yeah.
I've got to just format it better, but I'm very sorry. I really enjoy comments, actually.
Yeah, so that's why they got turned off. We'll go in and see if we can't turn them back on, but
Yeah.
it was in one of the initial settings because we had everything prepped for a short, but then it wouldn't upload it. It had to go as a video.
And then something.
Now, I'm recommending that he takes that long video and see if we can cut it to make it under 3 minutes so that there'll be two versions. There'll be the video version, but then that's why you also see the shape is different. And then we'll re-upload it as a short.
Now, I don't know. Do you think it's better just a short video instead of shorts? The whole concept was a short, but I guess we got to see after the first season.
I don't think you should do a short video. I think it should be 3 minutes or less.
Okay.
I think it's a challenge for you to keep it short, to edit it properly, and stay on task, and think it through. Because there was filler last night.
There was my content. The idea was to do shorts.
I really expected a shorter intro though. 30 seconds is usually an intro that you would do for something quite long.
I may have to cut that down.
Yeah, I would think 15 to 20 seconds. But anyway,
just something like maybe it just says like a thing. Yeah, I'll work on it. Sorry, but thank you for letting me know because I was like sad nobody was commenting.
Yes.
It's
Yeah,
my
no
fault.
typo. That's funny. And Damon, yeah, it's we both like the longer formatting. We have a lot of videos to release. We have well, not a lot. We have like six prepared and ready to go. We're just trying to get a few more in the backlog, so we have some. We are bringing out a conversation about the Kabbalion. We've got 1, 2, and 4, but we skipped the third principle. Well, we did the third principle. We can't find the video, so we have to redo it.
Yeah.
And once we get all 7 of them and then do an 8th one, kind of like discussing it all together, we'll be putting those out. They're like 20 minutes a piece. So, but this specifically, this like fun, I think, quick information should be short because it's supposed to be fun and in your face and
A quick card,
yeah.
a quick thought, a quick quote, and then
Yep.
out.
Exactly. Yes.
And I'm gonna do like 10 episodes the first season to see if people even want something to continue on or just to stop and do something else after that. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought it was weird when you picked seasons.
Yeah,
Just do episodes.
just episodes
But that's just me.
because it could totally go on, forever. But if it's not, we'll have to see what the feedback is.
I think the perfect content length for me is like 30 to 40 minutes.
Yeah, and then it's kind of like, okay, I'm ready. I need or want to move on to something else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I've been finding those
Gotcha.
a lot easier if I just do 30-minute blocks. So,
Mhm.
so Synoptic Mind. I only know there's only one really good resource because there's other names for it, but there's one group. It's a psychology YouTube or something similar. They talk about moving forward, but he talks about the Synoptic Mind. I absolutely 100% think it's me. I literally cried during this psychology video about Synoptic Mind because I've always had a trouble trying to figure out is my learning weird and all these other, I was having a hard time and was thinking I probably have ADHD. I took a self-test. I absolutely had it according to that. But I don't have the stress, again, the stress response to it that somebody with ADHD would, and Synoptic Mind explained exactly every single piece of it front to back. So if you want to check out the Synoptic Mind, if you search for that on YouTube, it probably will come up right at the front. Because there's only one video that I was able to find that really said the Synoptic Mind. I'm gonna see if I can't link it real quick because it's just I've watched it like 5 times. I'm not kidding. The first time I watched it, I cried because I'm like, holy crap, this explains everything.
I want to see a video for you. In the Synoptic Mind, just remind me with like the difference is your mind does go like wonder or jump, but you're able to power through and finish things versus somebody like me has a very hard time actually finishing it, and I just jump ahead or go on to the next thing. Is that one of the descriptions of it? Like
Yeah.
differences?
Well, the main difference with ADHD is that it's you are unable to finish anything.
Yep.
The thing for me is I can still complete things often. My brain is very curious to learn and know the other things, so I start a lot of things and don't finish them, but I go back and finish them. Just like with Diamond Art, we got into Diamond Art, we got out of Diamond Art, but I mean I did 30 of them.
I only did 1.5 and finished the second.
That's the difference. See, ADHD, it's stressful that you can't complete the task. Why can't I just complete that task? And yet I did the same thing with the same experience, the same jump behavior, but did 30, and I'm able to complete it and then move on, and I'm not stressed about it. Because a Synoptic Mind doesn't feel the diagnosis part of the DSM fight. We don't feel it's causing me to. I get work. I focus. I get stuff done all the time. I jump all over the place. But I do complete things at the end of the day. Like 3 or 4 of my things will get done. So that's one of the main differences.
And an example, I am so, and this doesn't sound like a big deal, but the fact that I've now done 2 episodes of Be Kind Witch is really good for me, because that concept, I came up with it almost a year ago. And I posted this thing, I was going to start that week, and I was in here and like, in this room, talking about how I'm going to do it. And it was almost a year before I did an episode. That is a real life example. So the fact that I've even recorded or researched for 2 episodes, it's really big for me to do that. And I'm trying to do it. That's an example. Like IRL.
Yeah. And what Tabati's saying right now, I think is really important too. Same. My whole life I have really good coping. I got so freaking lucky in middle school and high school. I was part of one of the top 5 school systems in the United States in Chesapeake, Virginia. They just had outstanding teachers. All teachers had to have a master's. They actually paid well. And I only knew this stuff because my friends also have taught there, ongoing afterwards. But it was one of the best schools you can go to in Great Bridge and Hickory and all those areas in Chesapeake. Anyone wants to know where I'm from? Chesapeake, Virginia. Nobody ever knows that specific city though. But anyway,
thank you.
All of those things, I just got good coping skills. I was taught early how to manage things and how to adjust, because I had a hard time in school because I had to know it and I had to be perfect and I had to run it. And I mean, I was a straight A student. I would melt down if I wasn't. It was hard. It was hard to force myself to learn the way they wanted me to learn, because I learned differently. And unfortunately, up until 7th grade, I had a very good memory. And in 7th grade, I had a traumatic brain injury. And then my memory is pretty much wiped. I don't remember stuff unless I remember it as you're telling me. It comes back. Or if we're on a topic and I recall it naturally through roundabout circumstances, I'll find it. But I can't. Hey, can you tell me about what happened when you were 13? I have no fucking clue. That's not a really good example, but that's kind of where it came from. So I just got lucky. And yes, you can say thank you now to Paranormal.
Thank you, Paranormal. Hey, Joy.
Welcome,
I don't
Joy.
want to forget who this one was asking about his dream. Just before we end the whole thing, I want to go back to that. Hey, Joy.
We will see you next Saturday, Joy. 1 o'clock.
We will be there. And we will do nothing else, if that's what it means.
Yeah.
We miss you. We love you. We've been thinking about you a lot. And how we need to get our behinds and asses out and see you.
Almost every single weekend, we're like, why have we not reached out to Joy
We talk
again?
about it, and we never fucking do it.
it.
So we're going to do it.
Yes, ma'am.
Be kind. Yeah.
Absolutely, 100%.
Oh, we love and miss Joy. I was thinking about you specifically daily, almost, but this week came to mind when you were teaching me about how to breathe in and distinguish the elements of the different herbs and flowers and things. And It was a very nice memory, and I was like, oh my god, I gotta see her.
I was thinking about when we did the
Gotta see
initiation in the
Joy.
Grove. Just
Miss
how
you.
peaceful that was. Oh my goodness. So nice and peaceful. I'm the same to Batty, not necessarily with the CPTSD, but just my memory's gone. And as soon as you get back, we're gonna talk dreams. But yeah, I do. Like I will forget things and not come back to them, and sometimes I'll miss a deadline or something. So I have some of those issues, but I'm having a really hard time with memory to the point where I am slightly afraid I might have the beginnings of Alzheimer's or something similar. So I'm being very careful. I've started looking up a lot of things about how to improve your memory. They're very helpful, but I have a terrible memory. Yeah, it's very bad. And what's interesting is we can sit down, all of us together. We can have a conversation. We can talk about all the stuff we've talked about today. And if you ask me next week, I won't even remember the topic. I won't remember what we talked about. But if we have another conversation, everything that we did and thought and felt will come back up. I'll have it all there. I just can't. So they call it a retrieval problem. I have a retrieval issue where I can't retrieve the information from my brain by going and picking it out. I have to use other tools and other ways to get it out. A lot of times when I'm stuck and can't remember what I'm doing and it's really important, if you get a very strong smell, like one of our oils here, like a strong jasmine, it will snap my memory back and, oh yeah, I was just doing this. Which is also very interesting and neat to me, I think, that you can do that. It doesn't even have to be an associated smell, just the smell that says, it's like a really quick, hard shutdown of my brain. And then a lot of times when I get super, super stressed, one of my favorite coping strategies for me is the imagery of booting down your computer, and you can use any imagery you want. Yeah, even when my mind goes blank, Twisted Chaos. Do you mind grabbing the Vegas book since you're up?
No, the cards or
Yeah,
book?
the cards, just for when we need them.
Are they in the computer area?
They're on the kitchen counter
I will
somewhere.
go get them. The Vegas cards, yes.
We are going to be doing tarot today, so if you want a tarot read, we are still going to talk about the
Melvin.
dreams. We're just getting set up. So if you want to read today, you'll get a general, unless you say otherwise, and I will be using a micro deck, because I like micro things. I can talk more about that later.
What micro? Shut up, Brad.
And then I like all things. So it's a new tarot,
All
but then we'll
things
also do
considered.
a trinket, something from my trinket bag, my charms, and then a Vegas card at the very end. But kind of going back, yes, memory. It's so bad. Yes, exactly. Blue screen of death. Guys, when you get that, what do you do with the computer? You restart it and it clears the cache. It clears the RAM and it resets it so that you can put things back in that you need. And you can do it any way you want. Any way you want. But what I do, and what I've done for a very long time, is I picture an actual computer tower in my brain. Right? And in my brain, I literally walk over to the computer tower. I walk over to the computer tower and I press and hold the button for 20 seconds. It has to be 20 seconds because that's how long it should take. That gives me that's the blue screen of death. And after 20 seconds, I just literally, I put my head down and I picture blankness. And then in a completely blacked out room with no color, no nothing, I visualize my hand reaching out and pressing the power button again. And then the lights come on. And then I do the sound too. So you'll hear me sound go whoop. And the sound kind of pulls me in. Joy, absolutely need to talk more about that. I have been for a long time, didn't know, but I am obsessed with hermetics. We have a whole hermetic series coming out. We've been really walking through it independently and together. So now I'm starting to jump. You guys can see the output of Kratom. That is what happens when you drink Kratom. I'm getting excited. Dragon, just making sure I didn't miss anybody. The hermetics in general really affect how I process senses and thoughts lately, and very intentionally, and it's very, very, I don't know, just very helpful, and it just means a lot to me. So I'm gonna go back through real quick, y'all. First is Twisted, and then I see Be Hootless. And then I see Dragon, and then I see Paranormal. Tabati, I saw definitely interested. I don't know if that's in a read or not. But if you do want to read, we'll add you in right there. Joy, I can talk about Hermetics to the End of the Earth lately. I've been rereading old books that I've read years ago. I've been reprocessing information, redoing information. This is great timing if we can hang out next Saturday. I need to be picking brains about this right now. Very hardcore. It's what really started our conversation here and last night in the thing. Gotcha. So Tabati, you'll be right after Dragon, and then Tabati, then Paranormal. Angelo, let us know if you want a couple cards. But also, thank you for sharing that to Robert Moss Dream Books. I have a couple of really short dream books that are helpful, but I also am a big fan of Carl Jung. So I've read Carl Jung's Man and His Symbols. I have the whole set of black books here, the red books in the back. I have a Carl Jung tarot that I don't really like. It's hard to read for me, but
White Ming Da.
really love his kind of process about it. White Ming Da is really good, by the way, but a lot of times what I've noticed with Kratom is we take no Kratom days, where there's a day where we just won't drink it at all. And if like once a week, if you do that, it tends to help get you back in, if you want to do it. If you're not using it, some people may, don't want another addiction to replace one, but from my opinion, this is an addiction that is fun to have for me.
It's fun and social.
I'm slightly addicted to just kind of the way it is. I don't think I'm physically dependent upon it yet, because I can not do it for a day or two and I have no symptoms. So I'm hoping that that's a thing. But
one thing that helps me, like when I do those no kratom days, is if I have access to the mushroom stuff, the drinks, because
we should make my mushroom drink today, but we need oat milk.
We should. It just helps me like be here, like be very, very, very here, but without an increased heart rate, like caffeine, or energy drinks would. It's very nice.
That's expensive too, unless we brew our own home. And we have cans, but it can get really expensive, especially if you go out. But we drink it every day. Twice.
I at least drink 2 or 3 cans a day.
I limit myself to 2 cans. I will not do more than 2 cans. If I get to where I need a third one, then that's when I take my no kratom day.
Okay.
But we sometimes will have the 2 cans and go out and do stuff. So.
But it's just like you can tell. Like I can tell when I've had too much. It's just like it's a weird feeling. It's different than being like buzzed. I feel just like. I just feel like
in my hand, honey.
Excess. I just feel too much. It's hard to put into words, but
I love you, Mama. My little mama bear.
We appreciate it. Oh, Angela said a couple cards. We appreciate it. All right. And when we're talking about cards, I was blessed by Unexplained, who sent me a couple more examples of some things he's working on with cards. It's very cool.
I know. That's awesome. I'm glad he sent you some more. We've seen a lot. There's 2 decks coming, and I need them both, like now.
Yes, and I want to find.
I need them now.
I almost.
That's quite a bit.
Exclusively pull cards from
Angelo.
Tarot of Neofiction, which is Unexplained.
I can't remember. Are you a Florida person, Angelo? Because we are actually trying to organize a group meeting soon.
Florida.
Somewhere between here and Sarasota, most likely, just to hang out for a day. Yeah, we did a couple things with him not too long ago, but then we saw him last week.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Oh, Melvin. I messaged him yesterday. He's probably busy working on those projects. Georgia. That's okay. I remember now. Yeah. See, I'll never remember that again. But thank you. So Georgia. That's right. Just near the line. I remember now. Joy and Tabati commenting about the Kabbalah hermetically. We talked about that a little bit. I think Damon Sverrig has mentioned that as well. But that is really important to me. I want to talk more about that because I'm very interested in the Kabbalah. I do have a couple of books to read to get started. I've watched a few videos. I obviously do not understand it very well right now. I get the kind of idea behind it, but hermetics and those things have been speaking so hard lately. I don't want to miss it. Paranormal, I'm going to answer your question. For me personally, then I think Rook should answer it separately. I can't stand it. I do not like interviewing other people. It makes me uncomfortable and nervous. I like hearing about it, but I don't like interviewing people because I get lost and want to hear what it is.
Rook feels differently.
Very. So I'm working on a couple interviews to do. One is of this dude, and it's sitting by me, and the other is actually Unexplained has agreed for me to do it. I really like it. I have not done it too much like in the magical world. I've done it in my professional life, and I love it. And what I love about it is my favorite part is before outlining and thinking of the questions, specific questions I want to ask that person, because if somebody agrees to let me interview them, I want it to be, meaningful and actually something that is a good connection, something specific to them. So it's thinking of the questions and planning the interview that is what I like about it a lot. It's one of the reasons I think I like this so much, this format that we do, is because I've been in watching podcasts before live and asked questions. One was when I was really, I didn't know much about the left-hand path and stuff, and I would ask, in the chats for suggestions on books or just resources where to start to do my own research. And then, I really wasn't getting answers, and a couple people that did, reach out to me and said, hey, try this. It was very appreciated. And so I like thinking of the questions and planning the interview. Yes, indeed, to cards. Welcome in, Bard. Ooh, I love bards.
I love that name.
Where's Bard?
Care Bear Bard of Cards. I think that's really cool.
It. Hey! Welcome.
Welcome.
I love your name. I love the Bard.
Care Bear Bard of Cards. I really like that. Watch out, Iris.
Yeah, we're very interactive here, and I know I annoy him sometimes because I do it inappropriately, but I like the exchange of conversation.
You don't do it inappropriately. It's just we don't...
Information.
One of the things that Rook has difficulty with is really seeing the other perspective, so I tend to look at it from their perspective. If we have a delay of 15 seconds and we move too fast through the chat, we start breaking up the content.
They don't know what we're talking about.
Right. Well, they're still talking about the previous topic and going back and forth when we've moved on. So we're trying to make fillers to kind of help that prevent. That's all that is. I don't think it's inappropriate.
Damon?
I didn't know.
6761.
Got it.
That smells really good. Whatever you put somewhere.
That's the vanilla spray.
Thank you, Twisted.
Twisted got us, yeah. Power Essence. I want to get more of these.
I want to get more of those. I've been using it like sanitizer. I don't think
these and the scent birds that you get me, because I need some more. I'm almost out.
The colognes?
Mm-hmm. Are just the best things for traveling, since I travel a lot.
Scentbird is a service. They're not a sponsor, but I always like to say things that work. That you do. I think it's like $10 or it may be $20 a month. Hell, I don't know. But you get 2 fragrances and like 1 ounce or travel sizes of cologne or perfume if you're a lady. It really lets you try out stuff, so you're not guessing if you like something. Like I found some Versace that I really like, and some Burberry scents that I really like.
Those don't sound great to me because I like the musky and leathery smells a lot more. He likes them a little bit sweeter. There's too much sugar in his gas tank.
He likes the ball musk. That's
accurate.
But yeah. Scentbird, yeah, it's pretty good.
I like them because they're the perfect size for me to travel with, and the glass doesn't break, so I don't have to worry about that because that's had.
It's tuned for reading. Did you get Kelvin in?
Kelvin, let me go back up and make sure. Let me double check everybody. I just want to make sure because
my mind has been regulated and caffeinated and medicated, so I am in tune now. This is like really a struggle. I can tell this is going to be a rough week for me for focus.
Kelvin, you'll be first, by the way. So I did have you up at the top. Yes, you'll be first. But before we read, I wanted to give a little bit of time.
What's that?
Yes, discourse. How about yes theory?
Ooh. I'll watch discourse. Hello.
Have you watched any yes theories?
Hello, Earl. Am I saying that right? I can't see it.
It's at SRL.
SRL.
Yes,
Hello,
if you don't
SRL.
know, everybody's YouTube names changed a few weeks ago, so your handles don't show up anymore unless you go in and reset them and blah, blah, blah. But welcome to the chat, SRL. We are just getting ready to start pulling cards and charms. If you'd like us to do a little general read, it's just 1 or 2. cards that we'll pull and some charms and things. We'll do that if you want. But yeah, let us know.
Sorry, did we get back to Hootless's dream?
That's where we're going to start with, back to Hootless's dream. If there's anything Hootless wants to share. So...
Most beloved.
I know, right? So Yes Theory is a freaking phenomenal group. These guys go around and they just really try connecting to really distant places. They have another group called Seek Discomfort. These are two of my favorite YouTubes. So it's Yes Theory and Seek Discomfort. Both of those are really nice, really interesting. What is it called? Let's see. I'm gonna see if this works. I don't want to search there.
Gotta get into. That was a fun tarot stream we did that Saturday. A week from yesterday. That was good. I want to do more. More.
All right, so I want to do a real
dream.
quick search. So Hootless had a very complex dream last night. Low-key wondering if a spirit guide was communicating with me. It does kind of sound like it.
He was talking to him.
You both are a dream team. Oh, thank you for that. I'm searching for the word dream, so I'm seeing that. So what do you guys think of the dream I had? Valid view of Mercury and Taurus, 5 of Pentacles, or just neurons misfiring? I do not believe neurons misfiring are how dreams work, just my opinion. So let's just check this out here a little bit. Yeah. So that's all I see on it. Is there anything more that I missed? Because I see, just the complex dream. Didn't realize he was joking until later in the dream. Oh, sorry. It's right here. Duh. In my face. Okay. At one point, I was on a boat and talking with a guy who had a lisp. Was it me? He said, "Do you know why I like to be on a boat? When Mercury in Taurus?" Oh, Mercury in Taurus. I get it now. Okay. I missed this completely. I said, "No." He said, "Because otherwise I might think." I'm assuming you might sink. So that is hilarious. That is interesting. What are your thoughts?
Stop, girls.
Don't yell at them because you weren't paying attention. Don't yell at them because you were on Facebook or Instagram.
I was looking because it's Paul's birthday today. Sorry, I got distracted. You're at Paul.
Oh, I'll say happy birthday. It sure is, April 19th. Today is also a very energetic day for some reason, and I can't remember why. Especially something big on the April 18th and 19th. It might have been sunspots. I'm not sure.
I said no. That's because otherwise I might think.
So,
I need to know what Taurus is.
So, use your context clues. I had the same problem for a quick second.
Mercury Oh,
Mercury within Taurus. The guy has a lisp.
Oh, I got you. Okay, I get it. He said no.
Because otherwise I might think.
You know what I like to be on a boat while Mercury's in Taurus?
I might think.
No,
Dad jokes at that.
Oh, okay.
I do not think that is neurons misfiring. I think this is a way to approach something that might seem unnatural and abnormal to you because this isn't what you would expect, so it made it stand out. I think that's what I would get out of that piece of it. I don't know anything about Mercury and Taurus, though. That's something we would like to look up.
Ooh, we'll have
to look that up.
Let's see. Well, let's look it up.
We are going to, but let me just go through and make sure what the new things have happened since we've had that conversation.
Do it. I'd like to do it.
Then we got to get back to
Tarot.
Tarot, yes. Got it. Okay. It was above that, like early in the stream. Thank you. Got it. Yes. Okay.
Oh, I want some Sonics.
Yes, I agree. A dragon, something trickster or divine fool type of guide. This is like something is changing in you and it's starting to bring something out that is new and different and fun but engaging. So it's almost like a new something fun needs to happen or needs to come out for you. I remember you saying this. Odd that one part of your brain would tell a joke like that and another part of my brain is surprised by the punchline. I really absolutely believe that our brains are, again, the instrument through which our soul plays whatever the song is of our existence. That sounds really pretty. I probably read it somewhere.
Soul, it's the song of our existence.
Soul plays our body and the result is the song of our existence. So those things play through our mind on a purpose. Our mind interprets things in different ways, but it is meaningful. If you like that kind of thought process, The Journey of Souls would be a good book for you, by the way.
It says very odd. I'm just catching up on what he said, that one part of his brain would tell a joke like that, and another is surprised by the punchline.
Yep, and this is the typical Hootless. I don't know your sign, but this is a typical Earth sign response to something, because this is how I would respond. It's all about my brain and my brain. My brain is the thing here, but we often forget the fire part of things and the water part of things, right? So the spirit and the energy and the creation parts of the energy that we can't physically touch with our earth hands has just as much importance on the intent of what that means to you than the other side of it. And then, Tabati is talking about dreams or your brain working through topics and issues organically so you can better process them. I do believe that too is a big part of it. I see dreams a little bit more as sometimes direct communication from others or from your spirit to you. It's the one moment where they try to talk to your psyche without having an instrument. It's a great conversation.
Yeah, it is. Boats
tend to mean your journey through life. Yep, the Six of Swords is a boat often, or a hot air balloon in the Steampunk Tarot. And for me, that's the getaway. It's not a bad thing. It's just needing to escape for a minute, take a break, take a time away, take a restful period, take a journey. A vacation is the word I was kind of getting to. So that kind of is where that comes from. So stop chewing the couch, please. Did you lock the gate so they can't come up here?
Oh.
Or are they just by choice over there?
I mean, they got locked up.
Okay.
Would you want it open if it is?
Yeah.
Right. So they were up here sleeping. Come here, baby.
Hootless, I would love to talk to you, see if you could help me figure out more of this kind of stuff. Maybe hopping on a Discord later, we can maybe process that a little bit and talk through it, or maybe if we ever meet up, actually, which we should do.
We should plan maybe next weekend, Sunday or something.
It'd have to be next Sunday because Saturday we're doing cups.
We're doing joy. I know. We go for a couple hours too.
Burning the first deacon of Taurus, so 5 of Pentacles, Mercury in Taurus. Very makes sense. Mercury is about thinking, intellect, Taurus is slowness. Yes, I'll trust me.
Oh, okay. Joy saying she can't.
I'm very aware. Fair enough. That's okay.
Thank you for saying hello.
Thank you for always saying hello.
And we
miss you, and we are terrible
you.
friends. I know what you will say. Oh, that's just cycle does what cycle does, and things happen when they happen. But we have not been making the right effort that we should be, because you are one of our most valued friends
and mentors,
and we need to spend some time with you. Oh, that just answered a whole bunch of shit. Thanks, Hail Santa, for saying that. Hail Santa. Now I know who SRL is because I didn't recognize who that was at first.
Santa.
So thank you for that, Joy. But regardless, we need to be better friends.
We need to be better friends.
And it sounds like we still have more to learn from you right now, especially with Hermetics and the Kabbalah and just all those things coming together.
And just to see you. For me,
this makes me want to go redo one of our courses.
Just to see you. I miss you.
All right. So we're going to switch over. I don't know if that conversation helped you at all, Hootless, but it's very neat. And yes, and just like I was having the conversation, this is a very earth and air way to do things, and we need more fire and water. So if you look at it elementally, that matches kind of what you just said about, where things are and what they're doing.
And if Joy has to go, if she wanted cards, we can text it to her. Once we pull, I can't remember. I thought she said she would.
I didn't see Joy say you want a card, but Joy, if you do, we'll pull it now. We'll make you first. We're doing cards and charms today.
I'm excited for that. I like that little charm thing. Let's go. Silence, s'il vous plaît, maintenant.
Yeah, it's done it to a lot of us too. I know a few people have figured it out, but I haven't figured it out yet. How it displays.
Hey.
You can open the door and let them out if they want.
Outside?
Those are some loud boys. Loud boys. So I'm actually using, we'll get started now. Do you want to talk about that more? Thanks to Batty, I know. You do this and then you do something. Good morning, hail blessed be Match Strange.
Hello, that name sounds familiar.
It does.
I don't know where, but I know it does. So welcome. Hello.
We are getting ready to
hello.
pull some cards. We're kind of towards the end of the show. If you'd like us to pull a card for you, we'll add you to the list. We each pull one card, sometimes a clarifier if we need. We pull a charm out of the bag, depending on what's going on. And then we do a final Vegas Nerve card, which is one of my favorite things. Yes, we need to talk about the Book of Baphomet because we have to do a review, and I've already read it, and it is. You haven't even done my interview. I'm very disappointed. I should be the first.
You will be my first.
I should get that extra insight. You know, and Hootless, the thing is, you didn't really get insight to me. You didn't get insight from a character in a dream. That was your soul and the universe speaking directly to you in a way that your brain was able to comprehend and pull it in. It's really, really, really interesting. What are your thoughts? Oh, I'd love to hear your thoughts about that. Share your thoughts on that, Hootless. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and start pulling for Kelvin because we got a long list today and I don't want people to get stuck too hard. And I know there will be Satan and Coffee later. So if you guys check out Satan and Coffee, I usually end. I know there's been a time change, but we usually end right when that starts. So if you're interested in Satan and Coffee, you should head over there. I know last night we did not do Apocrypha. There was baby fun time, and I know Dyra wasn't feeling incredibly great. You are first, Lord Kelvin. You are up, my man. We will get you going, but I'm hyper now if you can't tell. But that is too cool. What is now in the sky and important to look at is Saturn and Uranus. Saturn has not been in position since Neolithic times. Yes. Oh, conversations. I need them. I just don't know enough about it myself to really... Sorry, I reversed 3 cards on accident here. Kelvin, we're going to get your cards going here. I'm actually using this really cool tarot called the Tarot of the Owls. I have been, always my life, I have been called to owls. My mom was really big on owls. That was something that she loved. See if I can block out some of this light here. And she, you know, kind of passed that on to me about the love of owls. And this deck just kind of called to me. I bought a whole bunch of little mini decks. I like my little mini decks. So this is the Tarot of Owls by Pamela Chin. This is what the back of the card looks like. It is so pretty. But owls, we have a bunch of burrowing owls on our walks that we do with the dogs, and they're just...
so pretty.
They just are amazing animals. There's something else I love about them, but always, it's funny because my mom loved owls when I was younger, and then somehow just transferred it to me that I did and started buying me owl stuff, and then I loved owls. So that's how that worked. Mercury and Taurus, selective in words. Good listeners, speech can be slower. Care Bear, sounds like you know a lot about astrology. Would love to tap into that knowledge sometime. I am a passerby in astrology. I taught an intro to astrology course that really just talks about like your sun, moon, and your rising signs. I am a Virgo sun, Virgo moon, Taurus rising. So if you think somebody is stubborn and logical and really likes to have things tangible, that's me. So this whole getting into the space that we are in was a stretch I never expected would happen. So, but anyway, I digress because I'm hyper. Let me connect real quick with our friend Kelvin so that we can get this going for you guys. And then we are going to consider doing some Discord right after this, or maybe we'll take a break for a second. Because if we're doing Satan, or if Malice's Adius is doing Satan and Coffee, I don't want to do it at the same time. So
I'll take a break and do it later.
We'll have to see that. But we do want to hop on Discord later. I would love it if anybody can join.
He did do it last week. Satan and Coffee.
Yeah, just to have some good questions and comments and things, because I just don't know as much as I'd like to know about some of these things, and I'd like to chat with you guys. But anyway, back to Kelvin. This is how my day is going to be, isn't it? Remove that. I'm going to give you your first card. Melvin. Not Melvin. It's Moon, so I went to an M. Kelvin. I know these are little cards, but this is the Moon. All this talk about what we've been talking about to pull the Moon is the first Santa and Coffee as the first card. So cool, right? So this is definitely a water aligned card, but there's more to it than that. This carries a lot of earth energy underneath it because the perspective we see is from earth, and a lot of fire energy because the reflection of the sun, and air energy because it's, for me, about contrast. So with the energy that we're pulling for you right now, you want to look at what in your world are you not seeing just right? What is it that's in the easily observable day that you walk through that just we've taken it at face value and we need to reassess it at a different level? We need to look at it from what it looks like in the midday. We need to look at it what it looks like at dusk. We need to look at this thing of what it might look like during a full moon and during a new moon. And with all those perspectives, we'll have the ability to go in a little bit more direction that we're looking for. The moon is often also about things related to your mother, to the feminine side of things and the engagement of things and the depth of things, right? It also speaks to the ebb and flow, which there is another hermetic principle right there. Everything has tides. Everything flows in and out at different times, and paying attention to where those things flow can help you figure out what you need to do next. But right now, I would try to figure out what you can do. This rock is going to be bigger than the whole card.
So cute.
It looks like it'll stay there.
Alley.
But figure out what it is in your world that you need to look at a little bit more depth to pull it out from you. And pay attention to the tides. Pay attention to the ebbing and the flow of things. Where did my charm bag? Oh, it's right in front of me.
Squeaky Silence. I love that name.
Squeaky Silence, yay! So the other thing, guys, I have 2 charm bags. One, this is a pre-made charm bag that came along with one of my James Eads things, and I love it. I have my own personal charm bag, but I'm still getting it just right. It's got a lot of stuff in it, but I don't have it. Maybe I should go get it. You talk about your card. I'm gonna see if I can grab my other charm bag because I feel like using it.
And so I'm using the Neo-Fiction cards for a main draw, and if there's something that feels like the energy is saying that we need a clarifier, I have fairy blessing cards, which they're pretty cool. So if we feel like we need a clarifier, we'll pull those. But for you, Sir Kelvin, I pulled Excursion. All right, it's got a picture of an ambulance on there now, around a city. So there's something, this is telling me you need to pull yourself, either your mind or physically, out of your environment or your setting to kind of get away, in a sense, to be able to experience nothing major, but you need to get away, even just mentally, and remove that, because there's something you're not going to be able to see, hear, or experience otherwise. Excursion. What's that? Okay, what does it look like? Oh. Yeah, you need your charms, man. Okay, well, you do your next one. I can go look. Is it a small bag?
It's bigger than this.
Okay.
And it's got kind of like a, should be in here, like somewhere. I just don't know.
Like, where would you think it would most likely be?
If it's not in my bag, it's going to be either in the Zen room,
Okay.
on the table, somewhere over here, or somewhere over there.
And it has words?
It's got some like white lettering on it. It's bigger than this one.
All right.
But I'm gonna pull a charm first, and then.
So what is that you've got there?
So this is the pre-made charm bag from James Eads, which I really like. But I would really like to use my other one if I can find it. You'll see some of the weird stuff that I put in there. It's very fun. So what I'm gonna do is we're going to drop the charms. And I am going to pick whichever one is closest to the rock. So the closest charm is Snake. Little snake there. So the snake is unfortunately often thought of as something that's, dangerous or to be afraid of or to fear. But what it really is the truth, right? It's the way to be understanding of what's true. They are incredibly close to the earth, right? They're right on the top, most of them anyway. Snakes live right in the grass. We see them when we're gardening. We see them when we're out in the work. And all of those things kind of lead us to believe that they are really close to the earth. So what they speak is of the earth, and they speak of truth, and they speak of nature and being natural. All of those things are incredibly important, but when it comes up as a charm, for me, it just means there's something that you need to, again, well, kind of goes with the moon there, that you need to see differently because there's a missing truth for you that you need to follow out with. So that's what I'm getting from the snake, and I love these charms. I just love them. Now, this isn't how I always read charms, by the way. Last time we did this, we read with the whole group of them, and it's kind of fun to see. So I will kind of explain some of them in this way. I'm just pulling one little thing, almost like a clarifier, right? So he's not going to find them, it sounds like. He finds, anytime I'm missing something or I've lost something, he will be able to find it. And I know it's going to show up right afterwards too, but that's okay. And Care Bear, Bard of Cards. Yeah, so when we get to, you'll have to let me know. Like, we'll pull regular cards, but then at the very end, we pull a Vegas card, one card for the whole group, and we learn just what it tells us to do from the Vegas Nerve deck. But if you want us to pull some those for you instead of the Oracle and Tarot, we can do that too. You let us know. Generally, we'll just do a general reading, and then, like I said, at the very end, we'll have that conversation. Yeah, when I use my own charms, it's almost like throwing bones. I like to see the whole thing, but my charms are very different. I've got Legos in mine. I've got things I found out on the road, coin that's been driven over a few times, just fun stuff that I've kind of figured out. Trying to give Rook just a minute. Just a little bit of heat left there. Twisted Chaos is up next. Alright, we can look later. It might be in a bag or something too. But Twisted Chaos is next. TK.
You know.
Yes.
My love and babe. You got me.
Are we going with the AI or against it? That to me. Oh, let me read this up. I missed that. I have 3. Yes, Care Bear 3. My motto: progress, not perfection. Oh, that's really hard to get to, isn't it? It's Yes, I honestly think I had a traumatic brain injury so young in order to help me get out of that Virgo stuckness that still hangs around a little bit. But are we going with the all or against it? Yes, that to me is, if I am in frequency with the universe, I am doing good. Abso-freaking-lutely. I don't need a lot, and I know what skills I have to work within the ways.
Ooh.
Yes. And more than anything ever, I would love to get more of our joy time where we can pass those skills along ourselves one day.
I've got a fairy oracle I can pull for you, Care Bear. We'll get to if you like that.
I will.
Vegas. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Where are we on Twisted?
We're on Twisted.
Be twisted over you. Remember that song?
Nope.
I know.
Oh yeah, I do know that one.
You got.
Yes, sir, you do. You are the Serpent King, right? Not to be confused with Tiger King, but Twisted Chaos. I'm hyper. Like Piper.
Babe, hyper like Piper. Baby, baby, I know.
Twisted Chaos.
But
Your card is the 5 of Swords. I love it. I want to go back to a comment I made earlier. I love micro things. So when I was a kid, I liked micro machines. Oh my god, I forgot about those. I used to love them. When I played a computer game, I always made it as the resolution as tiny as possible. I like small things. I like the ease of using them and placing them and keeping them. So having the mini tarots are so much fun to me. I just like them. But we pulled the 5 of Swords for Twisted Chaos.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. So, Copperhead Season. I remember that from Virginia when I used to live in Virginia.
gosh.
Oh, they were bad. And water moccasins. But Twisted Chaos, we've got the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords, you see 3 swords on the ground and 2 up, and there is a meaning in all of this. The Five of Swords can be a very difficult card and makes you feel like maybe you're not doing well enough, or that something is not going in your favor. You're overthinking it. You're giving it too much thought, too much direction, and too much intent and energy when you need to kind of let it go. So in here, like this owl is a very big symbol of knowledge, which goes along with air, right? Which air is part of the swords. Although I know some people do it reversed, I do have air as swords. So this is really about something that is just making your mind run. There's anxiety around it. There's the fear of failure. There's all of these energies that are coming around this thing. And what we're hoping is to get you out of that. And the owl is coming to say, like, you know what you need to know. You have the decision-making capacity, but you are perseverating on something. And if you don't let that something go, it will eat you alive. So now is the time to figure out what that thing is and be like, look, that's okay. We didn't get that thing done in time, or we didn't do that thing, or we didn't, whatever the case may be. And just, we have to let it go. That's the Five of Swords.
All right, I've pulled for you from the Tarot of Neo-Fiction, Growth and Understanding. It's all about, you see this tree kind of out, and it's a little island or a little mass of land separated from another. It's a little thing, waterway going through it. And it's kind of, to me, telling me to separate like the emotional part from it for growth and understanding, just to take, it's about experiences and to take in, gain understanding, growth from actual experiences. Yeah. And if that will say anything, but it's very beautiful. It's not like a reading thing here. It's like experience that sun, the beautiful tree, the water. Take in the experiences for growth. That way.
All right.
From your senses. Do-do-do-do. All right, I hope that.
All right, Twisted. Ooh. You're close. Oh, you have 2 charms that decided to park themselves near a rock, which I wasn't even planning on using it, but you know what? You do what you say. Let me get all these other ones out of the way here. What we have for you, the first main one, is the door. So whenever the door shows up, it's walk through it. Take a step in it. So if you listen to what we just read, the door is in front of you. You just got to do it. Leave behind what's on the other side. Go through it and mark into that new territory. Do that new thing. Doors are awesome because they represent the ability to step through something into something new and experience something different. So if you're perseverating, or there's something stuck in your mind and all these things are blah blah going, and you're having all this energy that we talked about with the Five of Swords, then the door is saying, why aren't you stepping through the door? Why aren't you doing what you need to do for the next step? And don't be afraid of it. You've opened a lot of doors lately. I kind of get that this might be historical, just because so many doors have opened and you've walked through them, and they are very hard doors. The test that you passed, that is things that some people can never even get to the point where they can take the test. That is a huge accomplishment.
They didn't even finish.
Doing the things that you've wanted to do is just amazing. The other thing that showed up is a fountain. So right here, the fountain represents obviously water, but it also represents the cleanliness and the movement of earth, the energy and flow of our behavior and the things that we do. So take the fountain as a reminder to take a second, listen to the water flow, listen and believe and feel the cleansing behavior and feeling of the water flowing around you. Take a moment to recognize beauty in things that are just outside the window, and you don't have to go far. Ignore the house they just built, by the way. Yes. Yes, yes. I know what's happening here. That's funny. We are going to... one of our participants is not watching with the live stream. They're back a little bit further in the video. So
cool.
that
Okay.
might be why that is happening.
Okay.
Squeaky Silence. What's One Piece? I don't remember that. What is that? Did I miss something? Don't judge me.
You're
Hootless.
welcome.
Hootless is up next.
Yeah, Hootless.
Joy, if you can hear me, say hi right now. Testing something out here. But you're welcome, Twisted. Oh,
Let's go,
let's
have a
go.
beautiful
Okay.
day and walk with you.
Well, have a wonderful
Thank you, Miss
day.
Joy.
Yes.
Thank
Hugs
you,
to all
thank
and
you.
with
We love ya.
gratitude.
See you next week.
Sweet. So I'm recently getting into anime and have found quite a few things that I really enjoy. So if you guys have recommendations for me, we've been talking about it for a couple weeks. Absolutely loved Edge Runner. I can't remember the name of the vampire one that I'm watching that's really cool. But meaningful. And I know that some people, you know, a lot of them are, but like I like meaningful ones that evoke emotions and can be strong. But yeah, if you have any recommendations, I'll take them. Hootless, let's see what card we have. Hootless. Nickelodeon.
Huh,
I don't know
okay.
why I was just instructed in my brain to sing Nickelodeon.
I pulled a clarifier for.
Okay. Well, our first chord for you is the Eight of
Shut
Cups.
the fuck up.
It's the Eight of Cups. Yes, I know. It's the same card you
Shut
pulled.
the fuck up.
But what's really shut the fuck up is, do you know how many times we pulled the Eight of Cups the other night in tarot? It just kept coming up. And so we talk about the Eight of Cups as being this card of being fulfilled and having everything you need. But oh, I love Vampire Night. I gotta write these down. Oh, the never-ending story. Yes, the Luck Dragon. I used to call her VG the Luck Dragon. She laid down and curled just like the Luck Dragon before she passed. I love her. Full Metal Alchemist. I'm just getting into that one too. That's on my list. Yeah, the book. If you haven't read the book, read the freaking book. Very, very, very different and meaningful. Paranormal. If you could share a couple in Discord for me when you have a moment, I'll watch them and maybe even talk. We can talk about them. Hootless, back to your Eight of Cups. This is about sitting at the bar. The bartender has all these cups in front of you, and you have had enough. Not in a bad way, but you've had enough. But also at the same time, there are others present, and they've had maybe a little bit too much. But it's abundance. Everything that you need is there in front of you. Nothing is tipped over. Everything is upright. You're at the precipice of moving on to some very solid, meaningful, happy times. Very good emotional fulfillment is coming, but it's been a little bit of a struggle up to now. But recognize that you have it, and that the things that are in your immediate emotional sphere are very well off and abundant and full. Your bucket is full. It's a good time for you to stay invested in things that make you feel good and positive and moving forward. So things are in a really good spot for somebody with the Eight of Cups. It can often represent the very similar to the moon, this walking into the liminal space, but you're walking into it strong and upright, and you have this pathway before you that you get to take. You can see the bird in this card is the seagull representing the ocean and the moonlight and just the tranquility of it all. It's really, you're really going in the right way, and you have what you need. There's nothing holding you back right now. You just need to do it. Yeah, the book is very different, Care Bear. Very different, but it's also sadder, just for the record. But it's good. It's worth it.
All right, I did pull a clarifier, but first, I did pull the same card. It's the Eight of Pearls in my world, or my deck, and to me, this is saying I did that wrong. But okay, you're balanced, like with thought-wise, emotion-wise, but things are kind of full. And on the picture, it's walking towards. It's very dark outside. He's walking to like a city or a kingdom or whatever. It's separated by water. How are you going to get there? There's some things that you have to get through, but you got to leave some of the thoughts or maybe the emotions behind that are not serving you well. It may be on your outlook about work. You mentioned work, maybe some feelings or thoughts things that you're sensing may not be right, or maybe you need to leave them behind to get through there.
Do you kind of get, like, in this particular card, a little bit different from the version I had? Like, he's walking into or towards the Emerald City or a hidden city that's going to just open up so many things. So, Pearls or Cups, yes. This is Unexplained Possibilities, Melvin's deck. It's amazing.
Yeah, they're the same as same as the cups, and to me it just looks like, okay, you've got things on both sides. It's kind of full, and maybe it's preventing your thoughts or your process to make it to that city, make it to that Emerald City, which could represent work. It could represent maybe the way you feel about work. I'm not sure.
Oh, I just had a thing come to my brain.
Okay.
My first Oracle deck can be the Oracle of Charms.
Oh.
I'm using my personal charm bag to make them.
Oh, cool.
And each one will be a picture of that charm and what it means.
Oh, that's cool.
I got it. Okay.
And then so for the clarifier from the Fairy Blessings deck, I pulled number 35, A Blessing of Belief, the fairy gift of restoring and strengthening your faith in the fairy. Your belief in the fairy may have wavered at times as the human world invades your enchanted space. This blessing brings to you the belief that will help you through your days, the unshakable conviction that you have allies and friends in the other realms, and they will be with you, assist you, dance with you, and appreciate you. The gift of belief restores to you a lost piece of the soul, for when we lose our belief, a part of ourselves can fade and dim, becoming quietly sorrowful, lessening the brightness of our days. So, when you get this gift, a sense that you and the fairies are entwined, one with the other, and your soul grows and becomes ripe again with belief. So, mine were about kind of letting go of some things, thoughts, or feelings to get through something, and then to restore maybe a little bit of belief, maybe a little feeling of magic, maybe a little recognition about magic and things around you. If you prefer to not use the Fae, which can be very also not nice, whatever group, race, whatnot that you choose to think. Okay. Your turn to romance. Oh, all right, little petite. You gotta wait, petite.
All right. So I've added a couple to my list. Well, hold on. I gotta do a charm. I gotta do a charm.
Sorry.
But I just want to make sure that I've got everything that I need to here. So I'm writing down these. Welcome to Demon School.
Demon School. What's that?
Welcome to Demon School, Bleach, Full Metal Alchemist, Inuyasha, which I've heard of. I'm adding some of these recommendations. Vampire Hunter D, Bloodless. Is that all one thing?
We really got to take our time with this today, I feel like. Because the cars are talking. And I'm not walking till they're red.
Ooh, Devil May Cry. That's actually already on my list. I'm transferring these all over so I can get Vampire Hunter D, okay, and Vampire Knight. Those are all okay.
I used to hunt for the
Got
D.
me a short list. If you guys have other recommendations, post them in there.
Now I have one D.
So yeah. All right, let's do a charm real quick for Hootless though.
I was actually looking for a D attached to a good heart. Ah, I found one.
All right, we got door for you in this one. So we're gonna go back to there's either a door opening up or a door you need to open and walk through. Remembering that doors can lead you to new places. One cool thing about doors, you can walk through them. You can also walk back to the other side. So it doesn't mean you have to forget everything that's part of this, but you do get the opportunity to walk through a new door and kind of experience something new with all of this Eight of Cups energy. So honestly, I'll be honest, I feel like there's some kind of emotional and spiritual arrival that's going to happen soon for you. Some kind of
coming up with
something's going to kind of click into space somehow, right? So yeah, that's the door. Oh, I never stood the door up. My bad.
arrival.
Yeah, right here. The door. The little door.
Oh, that's cool.
I know.
Arrival, he's asking. Could it be Arrival?
I don't think of it. I don't feel like there's a rival involved. I feel like just a completely positive world, like opening up. Things are just gonna click into place somehow. Yeah. So, yeah, all of that was very good feeling to me. Like I didn't feel anything negative.
I didn't either.
I felt maybe a little bit of stress of too many things at one time. Like we were just talking about synoptic mind, but just really good positive things that need to go forward.
But nothing, like, to me, I didn't get anything about work, like, or being affected. Just ideas, thoughts, feelings.
I didn't get anything about
it.
work. I get it's literally it's an emotional epiphany or connection. Nothing big either. Not this whole huge ass, everything is falling into place now. But like, that actually makes sense. The same way that I did when I watched that synoptic mind video. It's like, holy crap, this is like right on. Something like that. Just related to the spiritual and the emotional connection that you'll have. Dragon's up next.
Dragon Ring.
Sorry, I know we're going slow today.
I know, but we're really like had to kill him. I mean, I think it's the right pace. Let's see. What do we have? What's Dragon? What could be good for Dragon to think about this week?
There you go. Yeah. And it's always good to do some protection, right?
Hager, you be hero. H-E-R.
I have a
A-H, hero.
I learned a really cool protection bubble spell a couple years ago. And when you practice them just enough and get them linked into certain words and things, you can literally just snap and pop up and people can feel the energy shift in the room. It's a very cool thing I use whenever I'm in public spaces. I used it yesterday. And it is not punching people in the face.
That's neat, Angelo. That's
a tool.
Cool. Out-of-print magazines. I'm actually looking for an out-of-print book.
Well, that is really cool
That
too.
is cool.
I like that. New Witch, The Magical Times. Yeah, that is so cool. Are you just collecting them, or are you like archiving them maybe? Because that would be super cool. I'd pay for something like that. Have access to archived, not in print stuff. Dragon. Queen of Wands. Oh, look at that.
Queen of Wands.
That is such a cute owl.
Wands. That was beautiful.
So Queen of Wands has been making an appearance a lot lately too. This is a complete and utter understanding, control, and management of the things in your creative life. The Queen of Wands has been through a lot of ups and downs. Things have come and gone, but things are starting to settle in the right path, the right passage. So not that they haven't been going well, but that it's starting to secure into almost like a habit forming of the way things are working for you now, which is very different than they have, a few years ago. So she's got this new path that she's forging. She's creating new things, and she's been creating new things, and now she's arrived. And like I'm starting to get, these are the way I want things to be. This is my practice is based on this. The things that I do outside kind of look like this. My routine is kind of like this. Now she's not about routines. She's about knowing what she wants and knowing how to get through what she wants and understanding what she wants. So at this point, you're probably in or heading into a very good energy space of it's working. It's bright. It feels comfortable. It's content. It's content, not content. It's content, and it's working. So lots of power in the Queen of Wands, and lots of holding back when needed to be held back.
Well, I like that. That made me think of a song we are the new people, we are the old people, we are the same people, wiser than before. Cauldron of changes.
Cauldron of horrors. That's not how it goes.
No. All right, I pulled the 5 of Blades. So, and what I'm picking up on this again is like something verbal or like a mental dispute. Reminds me, not to sound like a basic bitch, but sticks and stones, they can break bones. And your words can draw more blood, if you will, than in a physical altercation or interaction. So this week, I would say I'm getting don't get caught up in that kind of thing. You know, even if someone does verbally wound you, address them, but just be careful. It could be a situation with what you say might cause some serious damage to somebody. So it's going to be a challenge or a could be a disagreement, disruptive. I don't know why I'm just getting the verbal or the mental or the spiritual kind of battle can do more harm at times.
It's true.
Don't know if that makes sense. Don't know if it'll come up, but I'm not getting actual blood like it shows in the picture. Sarcasm is the way to go. Okay, I'll just keep the safety on. Okay, good deal.
Yep.
That meant something.
Traditionally, the Five of Swords can sometimes mean somebody's double crossing behind your back, stealing something from you without your noticing, embezzling, or, you know, trying to stick a knife in your back. Basically, the 5 and the 6 both have an element of that in them, but the 6 is a little bit more in your face, where the 5 is hidden. Really sad.
Sarcasm.
So let's get it. Let's get your charm.
Charm.
Okay, we got a tree. So the tree comes up, and it's very fitting because it's really speaking to the rootedness of things in your life right now. So things are rooted, things are secured, they have deep roots, and you're building a very, very good, solid foundation system. It's a teeny tree there, but it's all about growth, and things are moving forward, and they're coming up, and they're rooted, and they're strong, and the path is good. The path is positive and forward. So that is your tree. Yeah, the 5 of Swords is I have a weird relationship with, because pretty much all the 5s have this feeling of stuckness or strife, or they just more on top of opportunity on top of opportunity, and it's like, I kind of get a break, but also if you move in a way, like you said, Care Bear, if we move in a way where we don't have much choice, something has to be done for our sanity, and people get hurt. Yeah. Know your audience. Very
Sarcasm,
true.
humor can be good. Just know your audience.
Naruto and Hornaya. I don't know why my last card just will not shuffle. Tabati.
Ooh, Tabati. For Tabati, I pulled something, and it's telling me indulge yourself a little bit this week. Enjoy, be a little naughty, if you will. It's time to treat yourself,
Castlevania.
whatever that means. But go ahead and take a talk and a seat with the enchanting Lord. Let's say Lord. Yes, Lord.
Tabati.
Time to be a little bit indulgent this week, whether that's chocolate, massage, something else maybe.
3
Enjoy.
of Pentacles. The 3 of Pentacles tends to show up when we want to talk about things that we don't need to stock up or save on, right? So this is like you're early on in something.
I think it is.
Probably.
I think
But you're
it is.
you're early on in something in the physical world, and it's like it's time, you gotta pay for it. There's a little bit of exchange that you need to do, but it's a positive exchange, and you're getting a good value for the exchange, whatever it is you're looking at. So is this buying a new book? I don't know. Is it doing random different kinds of things, and all these other stuffs, physical things, tangible things that you have that need to be considered and thought about. It is a good time to maybe spend a little bit of money on something that will benefit you, something that you would enjoy. So feel free to say yes to the thing that you're thinking about buying, as long as you have the financial ability to do so. Nobody wants to buy anything or spend anything if they don't have money to do it. Okay, Ladder decided to jump. All right. So we actually have the boat for your charm. The boat, as we know and we talked about already, generally represents a journey. So there's somewhere you need to go. There's somewhere you need to take a part in, and somewhere you need to see. So if a opportunity for movement comes up for you, an opportunity to go somewhere, it's likely a good decision. Likely, you know, let's go around for it. Let's take a ride for no reason with a friend. Let's go outside and do the walk that we talked about earlier. You know, walking into the liminal space is always a fun exercise, especially if you can get a distant horizon. Right, you can take a walk at liminal times and you just watch the horizon as it changes and meditate as you're walking, which is something you can actually do. Just don't walk out into traffic.
Please be careful.
But really looking at the journey, and that you need to take that journey, and that you need to make that movement. So, Tabati, I hope that gives you some insight to whatever it is you're looking for. Paranormal is up next.
All right, Paranormal.
Fruit basket.
The card that has been chosen for you, the Tarot Neo-Fiction, is the Illumination. All right, so
meditate.
It's big, bright sun. Yes, yes. Pay attention this week. If you're thinking about doing something work-wise, personal-wise, whatever it is, it's your sign that if you are coming up and your intuition keeps bringing up, it's a yes. Do it. It's yes. Big yes. Capital Y-E-S.
Yeah. And I pulled the star.
Ooh.
So the star.
Light your way.
The star is one of my cards of direction and leadership. So it can sometimes mean you needing to present as the star, but in most cases, including this one, it is you are following the star or seeking the star. So somebody somewhere is guiding you, whether it's a spirit guide most likely, but something is giving you thoughts and ideas, paranormal, that are moving you towards something, and you should heed those warnings, or not warnings, that's a bad word, didn't mean that.
Signs.
You should heed those signs. If you're thinking about looking at something, then go look at that thing. If you are looking to Lucifer, great, yes, and that is a Lucifer card, right? The morning star.
Yes.
Then you need to listen to that voice that's coming in your head, unless it tells you to hurt people. Don't do that. But listen and move into that and go forward with that. The star often shows up when we have a guide that's trying to reach us, and maybe we're not listening like we should, because the star will always lead you home and always take you to the right place. So let the star take you there and move you towards the goal that you're looking for. Whatever that yes is that Rook talked about, the star is leading you there, and the sun is the answer.
Oh.
Let's get your card. Get your card.
Thank you.
And we're going to
Do
a charm for paranormal. The door likes to come up a lot. I think it's the way I'm throwing them, but hey, it is what it is. The door is shown for you. So again, this goes along with our cards. The door is telling you gotta walk through the door. The door has presented itself, so you need to go through it. So Rook's yes, coupled with my guidance from Spirit, and the door is like, walk through the door. It's right in front of you. Don't be afraid. You can always turn back and look at other things, but it will benefit you to walk through into this new thing. So if it's just simply Lucifer has been talking to you and saying, hey, you need to do this, then do that. Just don't hurt anybody, right?
Yeah, your blog, that could be very true, my friend.
I have to express my sadness that I don't watch the blog as I should. I have to catch up. Angelo's up next.
Aries. That's a good one. Sick and listening every morning. Oh, cute.
Yay. Angelo. Present. Woo-hoo.
Well, that's the who.
Let's see what the owls have to say. The owls have provided us with the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is a card to share with friends and share with people. It is a group meeting. The Three of Cups is the night out with your buddies. Completely let go. Don't think about things. Just do it. The Four is a little more organized. A lot of times the Four of Cups can represent an upcoming romantic event, which could include things like weddings, engagements, really important dates, depending on what other cards we might get. I don't know. We're not doing a full read, so we're not necessarily going to get all that detail. But this is really about the upcoming things that are adding to your emotional status positively. The Four of Cups, again, it's a structure card. A lot of times, if it's coupled with certain cards, it specifically means that there's a wedding in your future. Not that you necessarily are getting married, but that there's a wedding to attend, something to engage in. But it can also, again, depending on some cards that we could pull, could mean something specific to you. What I'm gathering out of this right now is just there's an emotional stability that is kind of just here. Right, you're feeling maybe things got a little bit crazy recently, but right now you're entering a space of more, okay, these things are kind of coming together. I am able to just breathe a little bit. I am not so in emotional turmoil. I'm actually feeling a little bit connected and together. So that's what I get out of this Four of Cups for you specifically.
And I pulled a pretty big water card. I pulled Reflection, and it's got, you know, like these three souls or beings or energy walking away from each other. And it's just telling me, similar to the moon, but more to do with, shit, stay up.
Move the,
oh, there it goes.
The air conditioner's cut
It's
off.
like separating from others or distractions and really looking and paying attention to, is there anything hidden intentions maybe with other people, or maybe do you have a hidden agenda or an intention with something, or you're working on, or with a relationship. So I would spend some time with self-reflection and examining emotions this week, and also intuition, with going with your intuition. If you have a feeling about a situation or other people, make note of that and investigate it, meditate on it, spend time with it. Really like that depiction of that card.
I do. I've seen that. We've had that one come up quite a bit too.
I hope that makes some sense.
I'm really digging this Owl Tarot.
Yeah, I like it.
Cute.
Welcome.
You're welcome, Angela. If that gives you some insight and some thoughts. We did the same thing, Paranormal. Do not worry. Care Bear, Bard of Cards. I put you up for a read, but I wasn't 100% sure.
Yes, and they want an
and you
oracle
mentioned
and
Vegas Nerve.
They want an oracle and a Vegas Nerve if possible. So I'm going from the fairy.
And Care Bear, I read very differently than a lot of tarot readers. I'm well versed in the traditional meanings of tarot and I enjoy them, but I try to add an interpretive thing to them because I think sometimes we treat the tarot in too stale of a fashion. That it means this all the time. When really the message needs to be heard from the person, interpreted, just like I believe with dreams. I think there's help in interpreting dreams, but only the person dreaming can really know what those symbols mean to them. And that's one of the things I try to bring into tarot for me. So, yeah, it's just a fun way to read, I think. But yeah, so you want to pull a
fairy blessing.
Yeah, pull a Fairy Blessing card.
Fairy Blessing Oracle card by Lucy Cavendish.
I will pull one tarot for you if that's okay. Yes, absolutely does. We'll get one and we'll go. I'll go first. And then, like I said, we'll do a Vegas card for everybody at the end. We've got two more people. We've got Damon and SRL to do.
It is great.
All that shuffling and the Four of Cups came up again for Care Bear, Bard of Cards.
May I share your Instagram handle, Paranormal, so people can find your blog? Do I have your permission? I will.
The Four of Cups, I'm getting the same pull in of it right now. That it's really just kind of having a good feeling and an emotional status that's really stable and working for you right now. You're in a really good place emotionally and spiritually. And if you're not, then you're definitely heading that way. But I think like what I'm getting here is you're in a very stable part of your emotional and spiritual practice. Things feel right and make sense to you, and you are just really in your element and doing a great job with it.
All right. And Care Bear, I pulled from the Fairy Blessing card, number 19, A Blessing of Dreams. Let the fairy gift of blessed, prophetic, traveling dreams be yours. Under the cloak of stars and night, let yourself fly and travel. Be free and discover. May the fairy gift of the night Let as a wonderland be yours, and yet may deep and true rest be yours too. May all dreams be teachers, kind to your mind, yet challenging and wild. Let yourself know that the night and the darkness are nothing to be feared, but are only other universes. Fae come to you and visit them in the castles of old. Excuse me. The darkness are nothing to be feared, but are only other universes where humans travel in different forms. Let the dreams of the Fae come to you and visit them in castles old, crystal caves, deep beneath hollow hills, in the flower beds of fairy gardens. Let the travels of the night be yours. May every time of darkness hold for you stars beyond measure, and may these stars be what attracts your eyes and your heart. Know that within you, too, are the night and the day, and when we bring them together, true magic can take place.
Oh, you didn't post in Occultist either. You never posted in Occultist to notify the other group.
Ooh.
Wow. Just finding out all the things you did wrong.
Well, I will not go without medicine
Just
again.
kidding.
No, I'm
Kind
screwed
of.
up. I get it. I'm screwed up.
Yes, you did, and it's just unforgivable. So let's get a charm going for Care Bear. See what we get. And then we're going to move to Damon Svarig, Typhon. If Typhon's still with us. Ooh, you got a different one.
Oh.
So excited. I can't see it yet.
Dreams.
All right, this would be I call it the pawn, but it's somebody that's standing on guard. And what's really cool, oh, I had my video messed up here. Hold on, let me move it over. What I get from this particular little goofy looking person here, that they're not just a warrior, they're really here about guarding and protecting and just being present. So we're talking about being present and being available for the things that are around you and kind of maintaining their strength. It's a really important but really underappreciated thing that human beings do when we're just present. So kind of look at things that are around you and make sure that we're being present for others and that others are present for you. And if they're not to be part of your thing, right? If they're not being present for you, you move on. Don't get mad, don't get sad, you let it go. So being present and being kind of the supporter of people. That's our little protector warrior.
Cool.
That gives you some info. Damon is next. Damon, Svarog, Typhon. And then SRL will round it out at the end.
Usually when I pull this card, the Six of Blades, it's about getting away, but more like looking back and reflecting. In this sense, I feel like it's telling me to get away quickly from an idea, not an actual physical danger. Usually I think of this as like taking a vacation. Maybe it is telling you need to take time off and take it off quickly. But more so for me, it's saying to get away from a thought or an idea or a feeling versus like physically getting away. But if you do have the opportunity to take a vacation this week, hey, they might be telling you to do that as well quickly.
Temperance. Temperance is my alchemy card. Right? When I see temperance, a lot of people really kind of go to the ability to have your foot in different worlds at one time. So oftentimes this animal does too, the owl, but in other tarots, you'll have a person with one foot on the water, one foot in land. That's the liminal space, right? That's the I am of two worlds. And the temperance card talks to us about not just temperance as in like balance, but as in tempering something, taking things and using other concepts to make them something new and beautiful and big. So temperance is talking about, like I always use the analogy of sword making. So you take this piece of metal, you melt and apply significant amounts of heat and energy and muscle and thought and meditation and all these things into it, and how you want to design it and do all these pieces. But you take that thing, you apply something outside to it, and it becomes this other thing that's more than the balance of those two things could have brought. So the sum is more, or the whole is more than the sum of its parts, right? So that's really what temperance is talking about. It's alchemy time. We need to alchemize some things. We need to start converting things into other things that are useful to you and making things. Temperance comes up a lot for me when we need a creative outlet that we maybe have gotten away from. And maybe we're used to being very creative and we've stopped doing a thing that we really like, or we want to start a new thing, and you need to get out there, use your hands and do, and just make that thing happen. So temperance on the emotional side can also just represent the need to really look at what's going on and strike a better yin-yang style balance with it, that we're a little bit out of balance right now. So it can be both of those things. Sweet, thanks Paranormal. I'm going to use those. Demon. You also got a different one. Finally, we're not getting the same things. You got the treasure chest.
Ooh, cool.
Treasure chest is really cool. The treasure chest, unlike what a lot of people think, it's not about just finding treasure, getting new stuff. Right? This is about recognizing riches when they're right in front of you. They may not look like gold. They may not look like the treasure or the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. They look like everyday things that are valuable to you and meaningful to you. So refocus on what your treasure is and spend time with your treasure. Sometimes this is a thought, this is a friend, this is a situation, a place, but something that brings you joy and brings you richness needs a little bit more attention. So make sure we're looking at those things, spend a little bit more time with them, and love and treasure them. Last but never least is SRL. If we missed you, please let us know. We'll give you some cards. But SRL, squeaky.
Squeaky, squeaky.
Squeaky, squeaky.
All right. I have pulled from the Tarot of Neofiction the Seven of Pearls. An emotional card, but for me it's more so about feelings with spirituality and those kind of emotional ties or feelings and balance. Just overall positivity. He's looking at it of all the pretty different colors of things. You get like an eclectic kind of sense. And then the kingdom is in the back. But it's all a positive outlook and a good emotional tie to spirituality and growth this week. I don't know if that makes any sense or if you're doing anything, but if not, say no, that doesn't work for me. I'll move on.
Getting a lot of
water
cards
today.
Yeah. So that kind of, remember we talk about this with tarot in general and cards, that when you see trends, those matter, and what you don't see matters just as much. The fact that we're seeing a lot more water leads me to believe that the energy over the next week is going to be more about emotional needs and fulfilling our emotional needs. And because they've been relatively positive, they're going to be about us doing self-care things and things that we enjoy with others, but to kind of build up that. So we have Knight of Cups. Le Knight of Cups. I can't even freaking talk. Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is generally representative of the Aquarian or you, and it's talking about the needing to want to fly into something new. You have either recently or will be soon learning something new, and it feels good to know it, but then you're going to have to put it into flight. You're going to have to actually go out and use that thing that you've learned in order for it to really become something meaningful to you. The Knight of Cups for me is this emotional feeling of a little bit of fear, because if I was the page, I don't have fear because I don't know what's coming. I'm ready to get started. I'm excited. The Knight in Cups knows now and has learned and gone through that first year, the freshman year, and now understands the system a little bit, but has to actually put some experience out there. Gets a little bit nervous when they come into this, and so it's a little bit of a fear of really stepping out and doing something that's going to be relatively meaningful. Again, nothing huge, just something relatively small. Squeaky Squirrel, stepping out and doing something that's emotionally fulfilling, that will take you to a new place. There you go. That could absolutely be it. Now that you know a little bit more about it and learn it, maybe you need to try a different type of stitch or a different type of forming or preparing leather. Not sure what that would be. And then for your charms, let's see what the charms say. We got Door. Doors come up a lot. My guess is because it's flat, and whenever you throw it, it doesn't go very far. But the door, again, is talking about making sure we walk through doors that are open in front of us. You get to choose whether you walk through or not, but in these cases, these are doors that you can walk through and see new things and become experienced with new things, and you can decide that you want to take the step into it. And if you don't like it, you can turn back out and go back to where you were. But if you don't ever go through the door, you won't know what's on the other side, and what's on the other side could be most likely beneficial to you. So yes, continue walking through the doors and taking stock and going through the things that you're enjoying. They will have positive results for you.
Word.
You adored. Hail Santa!
Hail Santa!
It's funny, as soon as you said that, I know exactly what it is. I still won't remember next time, but I know you changed it. So that's the cards for the day. And the
That's
turns.
it.
Now we're going to pull a Vegas card for everybody.
Vegas.
Is there anybody that we missed that would like a card pulled before we switch to a Vegas deck, which is one of my fast favorite decks that I've had. It is so much fun. Hail Santa.
Bush bush. Hey, bush bush. Hello, my babies.
Snuggly bugglies. Snuggly buggly.
All right, do we want a calm, connection, or a vitality card?
Hi, Snuggly. So sweetie.
So far, we've done
Baby.
Shake It Off, Identify Anchors, and Windshield Wiper Legs. What do we want to do next? What do you guys think? Whoever does first. Matt Strange, sorry. Yes, we absolutely can. We have
Oh,
time.
yeah.
Let's go ahead and do our Vegas card, and then we'll come right back to it.
Yeah, yeah.
So do you guys want, one for everybody, it's going to be Connections, Vitality, or Calm? Whoever says it first, that's what we're doing. Whoever's note gets into the chat first. And then I will randomly pick.
I love you a little bit.
She's cute, ain't she?
Love her.
Calm. It's a baddie.
Calm.
We were going to do Calm.
My
Thank you.
baby, bush bush.
All right. So from our Calm section, pick a card, any card.
Your card. Okay, let's see.
Just pick one.
Which this is the calm
The
section.
blues.
Blue. Oh, this one is calling me right here.
All right. So our card today from the Vegas Nerve deck is Eye Presses.
Ooh, we got to do this.
Eye
Come on.
presses. Yep. So
Tina.
the eyes play a crucial role in transmitting sensory information to the brain.
minute.
Tense or strained eye muscles can contribute to stress and tension throughout the nervous system. This practice, eye presses, helps your eyes relax, releases tension, and soothes your nervous system, promoting a profound feeling of calm. You're going to rub your... Oh, I love this. This is... So when I first learned how to feel energy for Reiki, this is how we learned how to do it and to create the ball of energy. Rubbing your hands. So you can rub your hands together vigorously to generate warmth. Gently close your eyes and place your warm palms over them. Apply gentle, firm pressure. Take a few deep breaths as you hold the eye presses for 20 to 30 minutes or as long as it feels comfortable. Slowly release and open your eyes. So you vigorously rub to get them nice and warm. Press to your eye and deep breathe. Oh, that is kind of nice.
Ooh. Oh, wow, my head's tingly. Like,
That is kind of nice.
it's a very good reset.
I feel calmed.
I feel calm and I feel reset. That is
So
nice.
that was really simple. Rub your hands together vigorously to generate warmth. Close your eyes. I found like the heel of your palm worked better while I was doing that. Not the mid palm, but the heel of the palm. Gentle but firm pressure, and breathe deeply for 20 to 30 seconds. And then slow and release your eyes.
That is a good reset.
Yeah. I definitely, like, seriously. That felt nice. So that's eye presses, y'all. Now we're going to do a read to end off for Matt Strange. There is always time for cards.
Yes, definitely seconds, not minutes. Yes.
Did I say 30 minutes?
Yes, you did.
30 seconds.
Oh, yeah, especially with lavender. Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Sphere around me too.
That's exactly.
Nice.
I used to picture like bubble gum, just making the bubble bigger and bigger, and once you feel it, it's like all gooey and taffy like, and it's really nice. But Matt Strange, let's get you in here.
Rain. Oh, that feels so light. I like that. Eye presses.
Me too. All right, Matt Strange. Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands is actually a really cool card. All the twos are, but the Two of Wands for me is a representation of self and the knowledge of self and the need to be with self. So when we talk about it, and kind of like my brain theory, the aces are the alchemical, just raw energy of an element. And then the twos are basically the existence of yourself and the knowledge of your existence. And then threes are where you start bringing additional people in. So like I'm off one from a lot of people. So like twos are singular for me and threes are twos. And then it kind of grows to group from there. But in this space, the Two of Wands, this is recognizing that you have the ability to create something, but you might not be fully investing in it and taking it. The aces have already passed us. There's something that's getting ready to be started, but we're not really taking full energy from it, right? We're not really doing the creativity that we need to do. So if you are currently working on a creative project, you might want to consider doing something a little bit different with it. If you haven't started one yet, you need to. You need to start a project, a creative project that brings something back to you where you can kind of manipulate things and make them into something. Because this is representing the lack of feeling creative and the lack of moving forward in a creative space. So would
Adult Swim.
I love Adult Swim. That was so much fun. Robot Chicken. But yeah, so this is where I'm getting for you is this need to really allow a new creative endeavor to really take place and do something with it, not just kind of be there, and recognizing yourself the ability to become a master at that thing, whatever that might be.
All right, I have pulled 3 cards for you, Matt Strange, because anytime I pull a card that I've had, I want clarification, and the second card was another one that we pulled before today, so pull the clarifier. So the first card in the list was reflection. Going with and paying attention to separate from people that may be close to you with emotional ties, to look within, to see if anybody may be clouding your feelings or emotional judgment.
I know your girlfriend's in heat, but you gotta leave her alone.
And then I pulled excursion again,
you gotta leave her alone.
which means kind of getting away, not necessarily physically getting away and taking a trip, but within the mind, to remove yourself from situations or places that might be affecting you, that maybe you feel a little stale, or maybe where could be possible conflict, or just like something's not really jiving with you with people or places. It could mean you need to physically get away to do this, to do the reflection, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. And then the third card I pulled was a Courier of Blades. So there's going to be a message, that comes to you, probably in the form of, someone that maybe is inexperienced with, feminine energy. So as you're reflecting and you're removing your mind or moving yourself from the situation, pay attention to the message that could come from somebody that maybe is not an expert, but it may be a younger person that has a valid message, with a thought that will be helpful. So reflection, excursion, and Courier of Blades. I hope that helps a little bit through your week.
Let's get your charm.
Get your charm.
Ooh, that's another one we didn't have yet. All right, so the charm that landed close to our tourmaline here is a lantern. And you can imagine easily what the symbol of the lantern is, right? It is illumination and the need for illumination, which goes along with everything we've been talking about for you, right? So this lantern is designed to spiritually give you the ability and the tool that you need to be able to see what to do next. So as you're working through and finding things and moving forward and stuff, whatever it is you're working on, this lantern will help you see it. So again, when you're looking at things, doing things, whatever it is you're working on, project-wise, work-wise, something in that realm, maybe just personal creativity and hobbies, but one of those two, you're going to need a little bit of guidance. You're going to need a light shown on some of those areas. So bring this with you. This can be in the form of researching something, talking to somebody, getting information from somebody, having somebody guide you. But it's there, and it's nice and bright, and it'll help you through whatever you need to do.
Good, I'm glad.
So that is your lantern.
Well, congratulations and good luck on the new job and career.
That is awesome.
You have some fulfillment from that. And have a good first week.
Yeah, congratulations. New job is stressful enough, but a new career at the same time is, that's a lot for anybody. So
exciting, but it's a lot, isn't it? Yeah.
Congratulations on that. All right. So we did our Vegas nerve already. And that's it. We went way over today.
Yeah. Thank you for.
We try to stop at noon because
we're staying in coffee, and just people's time. But thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out today.
Yes.
Hope you have a great rest of the weekend, a great week.
Yep.
Be kind, Witch.
Be kind, Witch.
All right. Thank you. Hopefully we can catch up with Who Listens some others soon, and we can make it happen. Thank you. You know what I was saying when I originally did that was being nasty. I was like, big cock, big cock. But I bet you didn't know that.
You've told us before. So
big cock,
we do.
Big cock, big cock.
You're
cock.
so gay.
It's so appropriate.
You're so gay.
It's a phallic thing. Just kidding. Buck cock. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you, everybody.
I love this group.
I do too.